Utomi Arabambi has called on the candidate of the Nigerian Democratic Congress, Peter Obi, to withdraw from the 2027 presidential race. Arabambi claims he has documents that allegedly contain information about financial issues involving the former Anambra State governor. He alleged that materials contain records he believes should be examined publicly and insisted that Obi should not continue with plans to contest under the proposed political platform for the 2027 election until the issues are addressed. Utomi Arabambi joins us now to discuss why Obi should step down in his judgment and why he believes that President Tinubu has no case to answer. It's good to have you with us, Mr. Arabambi.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me today.
Very good. You've been highly critical of Mr. Peter Obi ever since his days in the Labour Party, and of course he's no longer in Labour Party, he's now in the NDC. So specifically, why are you calling on him to resign currently?
Well, thank you very much. I think my appeal first will go to the leader of NDC. That's His Excellency, former governor of Bayelsa, Senator Dixon, and not to foster, what I would call a disaster on Nigeria by presenting Mr. Peter Obi as the presidential candidate, by giving him that form rather than giving him a jam form to fill. Obi should not be presented with any form of presidential nomination form for some reason I'm going to highlight here. And that was why I was calling for its withdrawal. In 2022, he with his own hand filled the INEC Form EC9, where he stated that his name, in ink, he uses Bible like this to say his name is Peter Owubuasi Gregory, with his own hand. That was the name he filled. I'm very sure even the 2026 published by INEC, all of you are going to have it now, where he also said his name is Gregory Owubuasi. But if you now check the second page, the certificate he presented is Obi Gregory Owubuasi. Peter has disappeared through some forces. When you decided to write your name by yourself to say your name is Peter Gregory Owubuasi, and the first school certificate, not even the primary, that you presented, now as Obi Gregory Owubuasi, that is anomaly. That's number one. He uses this to enter University of Nigeria in Soka. And I know that you must have 5 credits to study philosophy, which must include English and mathematics. But with this, Obi has passed in English and passed mathematics. But it is a must that is stated. Now, you now enter university with this result. With this, school starts. And when they were issuing him the certificate, Bachelor of Philosophy, his name again changes to Gregory Peter Owubuasi Obi from this. And unfortunately, I don't know whether the Vice Chancellor or the registrar that signed this are aware that there was no force majeure in Nigeria on Friday and on Saturday that will make them to now go to work on Saturday to go and sign the certificate. Because I'm sure there is no war in Nigeria in 1986. There is no war. I am not a baby.
This is 1984.
Yes.
You said in 1986.
1984, there was no war in Nigeria. Okay. On Friday, that maybe they declare a force majeure on Friday and Sunday, and they felt, the only way we can quickly sign the certificate is on Saturday with this name. Now, you and I know your school will mobilize you for NYC, not you just taking your certificate to NYC that, I want to serve. Provided maybe you didn't have carryover, maybe the second semester, that is the most fatal thing for any student to have carryover in second semester. That means you are going to stay another 1 year before you can graduate.
Mr. Arabambi, just for the sake of time, can you please present other documentation?
Yes. No, that's where I'm going now, because
we need to get there
he
fast.
claimed that the university mobilizes him, for the NYC. Unfortunately, again, this was signed on public holiday. Workers' Day, this NYC, his name again changes to company name, Obi Gregory, Peter Ifin Owubasi. I don't know whether it is a woman who owns this certificate. Because I know, a lot of women with the understand that the husband can choose to bear their father's name with their husband's name.
Or I'm sure so you know a lot of women with the name Peter. Just for the sake of time, do you have any other pertinent information that can have the audience that are watching right now and are listening to you that is more pertinent to show that
this is even more
disqualified from the NDC?
This is even more dangerous. Yes. Because where you have somebody who is, presenting 4 different names without any certificate for change of name is dangerous. Because by law, when they ask you in your form that, did you have any former name? It's a simple English. All you needed to have done was that, I have. But there is no...
If I may comment, Mr.
Yeah, there is no, affidavit of change of name attached to his form.
All of these documents that you showed us, while he was in labor, he had all... This was indicative of what he had. And,
in labor, yes.
Yes, and he was still allowed to do what he wanted.
No, let me tell you, I was the one, I brought his form to Abuja from Delta. What he put in that form was only this.
But the party recognized all... Okay,
no. You see, all this one was not known to us.
All right.
But he filled it in the form, and I demanded in our room, in the hotel room with me and Abure, that where all this, he said when we get to Abuja, he will submit them to us. But, this was the only one that we submitted until when, most of these issues now, came out to the public. But my question is this, you see, when you come to equity, you need to come with a clean hand. If a man cannot, be able to come out clean that this is my name, this is my real name, you are now bearing 4 names. So which should be, did NDC want to present as president candidate? Is it this? Is it this one or this one? So this is the question that we must ask ourselves, so that when public commentators are coming, let us address this issue, once and for all, that this man is not the owner of this certificate. He's not the owner, because if he's the owner, I have expected him to have at least change of name, an affidavit. Because when you change your name, like women, when they marry, they may want to change their account or something, and they will now attach their certificate of marriage to say, okay, I have now changed my name. But where we have somebody bearing, a man bearing no company name, it's somehow very, very suspicious.
All right, Mr.
Then, I'm coming. Who are the people that signed this thing on a May day, Workers' Day? It's very cruel for us to know the facts. So somebody don't say, go and verify, go and do this, go and do that. No, these are some of the things, that I on my own, I've taken upon myself.
Okay, which now begs the question: if Mr. Peter Obi could declare asset declarations in the past, despite holding public office, and of course certified fit to run, even when it comes to the issue of presidency in the past, and is that not concerning on the channels of public scrutiny of these kind of documents, as it were? So something is fundamentally wrong if all of this is allowed to go.
No, let me be very honest with you. I have written to NYC. They are dilly-dally. But my lawyer will write to them again, a reminder. We have written to WAEC, we have written to United Nigerian Soccer. I'm not begging them to release it, but once we give them a letter of reminder and they fail, we will go and commit them to prison. This is our country. People must not be hiding, information. If somebody said, can you see the way people are trolling the president? It depends that you cannot just keep quiet. You are not Superman being, for God's sake. When we have fact, okay, the 2026, do you know he appeals all these things there? That's an insult on accessibility. How can one individual be bearing 4 different names? And they ask him in the page 2 or the forming scene, do you have any other former name? He said no. That means that everything in attached, all this name contradicted the name he used with his own hand to write that his name is this. Every other thing contradicted this. And I've challenged Nigeria. I want somebody, his colleague that sat together with him, and they finish on a public holiday. They should come out.
Mr. Arabambi, Peter Obi was once the shining crown of the Labour Party, and he used these same documents to get himself through. Why is it that the Labour Party did not scrutinize him? Well, if you would have scrutinized him just as heavily in the Labour Party, you would have come across these other documents.
I did. Do not forget.
So you were the one that was in charge of the first scrutiny, but you missed these documents. Yes. But so conveniently, now that he's not your friend, why didn't you bring it up?
Let me give it to Ara. They probably do not know
We don't know.
Sambo Shagari was the very first person that invited me to Arise. When I got a wind of what it was on Arise TV in Abuja. You people might not know, when I was the public secretary of the party, I came before to Nigerians to say, this man you are parading fake certificate.
When did you say that?
I said, in 2023. In 2023, though I have wasted my vote then, for him, which I'm not going to do again. I wasted my vote. It was Arise. That's why I said, let me give it to you. You people were the first to have that audacity to say, come with this document. And it was him that invited me in Abuja. And that's Mr. Sambo. That's okay, come. And I went to Arise. That was the first station that I ever, exposed this thing. It was on Arise television. So I'm going to give it to you people.
All right. We thank you for the vote of confidence there. But I think it should go beyond the media when it comes to, scenarios such as this. Mr. Arabambi, Labour Party. I'd like to thank you for the time for you to give us more insights.
No, wait. These people, they get shame at all. This Arabambi or whatever that is called. God, I never seen this guy thing before. Person wey follow like this Labour Party. Una pursue, una no know e value. He move comot for there, he go another party. You the Labour Party. You are from Labour Party challenging Peter Obi that now belongs to another party. The same from Labour Party, you are supporting and being a spokesperson or an advocate for Tinubu. So, I don't know, what can you guys see from there? It shows that right from day one, these people were working for Tinubu, not Peter Obi, even when Peter Obi was right there in Labour Party. See how if you look at the whole thing that is happening right now in Nigeria, see how these people focus on Peter Obi. You people deliberately allocated third place for Peter Obi. Then what happened to the person you people allocated second place to? Why now they talk about that guy? How come they don't talk about Atiku? Now, 2023, we have lots of presidential candidates now. Why Peter Obi? Here, Peter Obi there. Can you imagine? This one questioning Peter Obi academic credentials. Just imagine that. A whole Peter Obi. Then they talk, say, get one name for from left, he get another name for tell us the year where they born your whole principal. This is what some people do here. They are supporting Tinubu, but they will be dead saying no, they are supporting Peter Obi. Don't worry, you go still start to see them again. Election is around the corner. You still start to see them. They will call me, let me tell you how they normally start. Mr. Nigeria Watch, God bless you. You are doing well. You are God Almighty. You have been so consistent. You are this, you are that. You are that. Okay, okay, talk for your 8 minutes. They will not use 2 minutes to destroy APC. Not Tinubu. Get that right. 2 minutes to destroy APC as a body. They're not going to mention Tinubu name throughout. The remaining 6 minutes, give it to them. They will not come to Peter Obi. Like Peter Obi now, is our principal. But for me, this. Hey, we don't know that way, Hey, God. Hey. But I don't worry. We prepare for all this time. Make will come. Your submission, that will take. See, this one will be like the way it be before. Say, you will not finish your submission before somebody will respond to you. As your submission, your till they go. And it's not aligning. Kaya! You'll cut you there. Say, Ipa, where they go? We know your way. Arabambi, in case you are not aware, you are a failure. Julius Abure is a failure. Anything to do with Labour Party is a failure. All of you are failures. Labour Party is nowhere to be found since Peter Obi left there. Now make una still dey cry so, not be small. What a shame. I greet to our people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I would like us to move on because we have a lot of presentation today. So we'll still be here for a while. But meanwhile, I want us to go here first.
My guest.
I have classmates. I have classmates in primary school. I can call them now. Christian Obo was my classmate in primary school. I can call my classmates in secondary school.
Who doesn't have?
I don't know. I have classmates in primary school. I have classmates in secondary school.
Don't we all have classmates?
Alex Oti was my junior in the university, at the University of Port Harcourt. I'm calling people. You can ask whether I went through university or primary school or secondary school. I've called Christian.
I used to see Christian when you were carrying your bag when you were in law, when you were studying law.
Who was carrying my bag?
You were carrying your bag. You were always carrying one heavy bag.
Myself.
I said, this old man will break his back one
problem.
day. But when you are saying this,
you were my junior in the
absolutely.
When I was studying law. So,
but the question is that who doesn't have?
Don't go there. I'm not going to politics. I'm here to say, because you're distracting me. I'm here to say that you need to please beg the president. They should please respect the Christian faith. They should please respect the Catholic Church. And they should respect our bishops. I've just told you, I doubt if there are more than 5 Catholics.
If not, what will happen?
You see, we can begin to insult each other. You see, one thing about the Catholic Church is that we're one of the most disciplined sect in the Christian faith. You can't be a Catholic priest without a degree. Who will let you go there?
Because President Bola Tinubu is a Muslim.
I don't want to go there.
Hold on.
I don't want.
You came here on the level of faith.
Listen.
And that's why I want you leaders and politicians to be careful.
Be careful.
This narrative. That's what
Just be
so
careful.
when you are raising, and that's why I ask you, if it was a Sultan that confronted.
Be careful. Just be careful. Why I say be careful is don't pitch the Muslims against the Christians or the Christians against it. It's not a Christian Muslim.
That is the issue now. No. Because you are saying that there's an offense against the church.
No, I did not say the Muslims have insulted the Christian faith or insulted the bishops. I didn't say that.
Do you want an apology from the president?
That's his business.
Okay.
If the bishops are demanding that, fine. But that's the president's business.
Is it because of money that Atiku chose you as running mate?
Do I look at somebody who has money? Secondly, don't take me out of my
Is your man wicked that said that today?
No problem. No problem. You see, I've told you several times, I don't respond to my subordinates.
Is Wike your subordinate?
I don't respond to my subordinates.
He's a minister, you're a minister. He was a governor, you're a governor.
Clap for him. He
never was a local government chairman, you were not.
He never hired me.
Oh, you hired him?
Please. Didn't he acknowledge the presence of your listen? Please stop that. Focus on. I'm here to discuss my faith. Don't take me to politics.
I'll bring you back.
By the time we finish with mourning and we go into campaign, anybody who insults me, I will insult the person.
Promise you'll be here for a full 1 hour conversation.
you will get me when I'm ready. I'm not ready now.
All right.
What brought me here is simply to say, look, for me to leave the mourning of my mother to come out to say to the world, please ask Mr. President to stop insulting the Catholic Church.
All right.
To stop insulting Christians. That's enough.
All right. We'll leave it at that. Mr. Chibike, in this election period, Rotimi in the Southwest, Amaechi, running mates to Atiku Abubakar, former governor of Rivers State and former minister.
On this particular one, quickly, my presentation still continues, but what I want to say is this. Governor Adeleke, for you to know that all these governors supporting Tinubu today, they are supporting Tinubu based on selfish interest. Know that Tinubu deserved to be supported. You know, if you get what I mean. So they know, for example, this man don't deserve to be a president, or he doesn't deserve to do this or that, but they are still supporting him based on their selfish interest, what they want to gain. Okay, now look at their life. Look at what is it called? Governor Adeleke. You know, look at his life now. He's now struggling for his life. You see, that's the same thing Okpebolo is doing right now. Okpebolo is giving promising 2 million vote or whatever vote from Edo State. It's just because they are doing this thing for them to survive, to get automatic second-term tickets. That's why they are doing what they are doing. Nothing else. But meanwhile, let's continue. We can take this together. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. Thanks for all that thank you very much for all that you do, Mommy. I appreciate you for always being there for us. Thank you very much, Abu Azi. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, everyone right there. Now God bless you now. Thank you, my brother Abuazi once again, Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Stella Maseredo, Mother Eugenia. Thank you, Michael and Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, Black Panther, my brother, Semudiame. Thank you, my good people. Kenny Bay, I can see you. Thank you, and many more. Ziki is right there with us as well. Thank you already for the super chat. I'm very grateful. Stephanie Ojek, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you for all that you do. Thank you very much, guys. Personally, like, help us to share and emulate this, and by supporting, clicking on the dollar sign to encourage what we do here. My people, now God bless you, my people. Let's do this right now. This particular video that I'm going to play right now is about a video that happens today concerning how a northerner came out to defend, the indefensible of the Sharia. And then, it was not actually talking about the Sharia. It came, in fact, let's watch it. It came to talk about the police, the state police. And then you need to listen carefully to his reasons why he's telling Tinubu not to pass or not to embrace this state police. Then he went on by saying that he's not trying to stop Tinubu from not doing it, but he's telling Tinubu not to rush in doing it. I was trying to understand what he's saying, but I couldn't get it. Guys, let's listen to this particular video.
The Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria, SCSN, has cautioned the federal government and the National Assembly against rushing constitutional amendments to establish state police, saying wider consultations are needed before any final decision is taken. In a statement issued on Sunday and signed by its Secretary General, Nafiu Baba Ahmed, the Council said it had been closely monitoring the national debate and legislative process on state police, describing the proposal as having far-reaching implications for justice, national unity, and the country's future. The Council also said although Nigeria's worsening insecurity required urgent action, state police should not be presented as a quick fix to the country's security challenges. Joining us on the show to discuss the Supreme Council for Sharia's disagreement with state police, arguing that it's too hasty, is Ustaz Abubakar Siddiq Mohammed, Assistant Secretary General, Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria. Good morning, and you're most welcome to the morning show.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you for joining us. But, okay, before you joined us, we had the Secretary of the National Police Working Bureau joining us from the presidency. And the whole objective of that group is to ensure that, yes, justice is ensured and that every Nigerian's interest is represented, and we have a framework that promotes national unity. But where you are speaking for the Supreme Council of Sharia in Nigeria, does your group have any specific objections to the idea of state police beyond, the protest that it should not be rushed? What are your specific grievances? More so when you consider the fact that some of the states, have said, okay, whether it is Sharia police or Amotekun or whatever group should also be, considered in designing the framework. What are your specific grievances?
We are not against state police. We are not opposed to it. We are opposed to, as you have said in your introduction, rushed, unguarded, and unaffordable state police. We are opposed to a constitutional amendment that is rushed, that alters, changes the Nigeria security architecture, but in a way that is devoid of national consensus. We are against presenting state police as a magic cure for deficiencies, failings that will simply be reproduced at the state level. This is the position of the council, and on that, we have released the statement that you have referred to.
All right. Thank you very much.
So these are our grievances.
Okay, thank you. So you don't have a problem with state policing itself, just the time frame, or there's a perception that it's being rushed, which has been shared by a number of people. I mean, if I were to play just an advocate, the reason why there's an urgency, the word urgency has been used, is due to the urgency in the state of insecurity that's plaguing Nigeria, hence the need for a rejigging of the security architecture. If your call is that it's now being rushed, what alternatives in the interim would you prefer to tackle these levels, increased levels of violence across local communities in the country, many of which affect some of your members and communities?
Of course, our members are affected, and severely so. Lives are lost, and the number is growing by the day, by the minute. But rushing to devolution is not the answer to the problem. Our problem is in the structure that is obtained in the current setting of the force, and lack of professionalism, lack of training, lack of training, professionalism, and recruitment process. So it's not that these problems cannot be solved. Yes, they can. So we should not rush into diversification, devolution, without addressing the problem. Because if you don't address the problems now, and you replicate them to other states, we are talking about 36 states. If you do not address them, you do not look at the problems that we now have in the force, and you take them to states, you are not addressing the problem. You are not solving the problem. You are relocating the problem to other places, and they will continue.
Do you feel that?
So
sir?
It is not that...
Sir, would you then say that? I mean, we just had Mr. Mogalu from, like Dr. Bati had referred to, National Policing Bill Committee. Do you feel that this opportunity as stakeholders to contribute to the process would give you that voice to ensure that these concerns that you have raised will be, adopted and integrated into the final bill? That's the National Policing Bill, which provides operationalizing. So I'm saying that you've expressed these concerns. Do you feel that the National Policing Bill, which is being drafted currently, and there's been a call for inputs by many stakeholders, do you feel that this presents an opportunity for your group to contribute to the process?
Yes, it is. It is an opportunity, but if you present a memorandum, if you present a position, it's left for those who are receiving those documents to select what they want. In this type of exercise, transparent public hearing is what is needed, which has not been done. It has not been done. So there has to be the process of having people come, make presentations, and say their minds to whatever committee is said. Not only a written document, but there has to be public hearing to that effect.
Okay. But with due respect, sir, yes, I support you on the timeline thing. But people are also making the argument that shouldn't we also do this quickly, to be able to get some lives saved? I mean, that's some argument. And in as much as I support you,
it's not...
No, hang on a minute, sir. Let me finish my line of thought.
Acting.
Let me, in as much as I support you, I don't understand your argument. Because what you're asking for and your argument, honestly, between you and I, sir, seems very impractical. Because if you are waiting for the fundamental problems in the police force to be solved before this bill is passed, the problem of culture, the antecedent risk that it will bring, it will never come. Those are problems that will take us many more years of retraining and reorientation. It's never just going to be solved. That's why I say the argument looks very impractical. I mean, you could give a rebuttal, but to me, to my mind, the argument looks impractical. Make me see it another way.
Why? Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Can you make me see it in another way?
Yeah, I'm missing you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, please go ahead. Because I missed you
I said the argument of
seconds,
trying to fix the problems in the police force before the timeline of the bill, to my mind, is very impractical because these are cultural problems that have happened over a period of time. Solving them is going to be a stretch. So, but make me see otherwise. Make me see the practicality of solving these problems before the bill is passed.
What is to be done? Are we to correct the deficiencies that we already have now within the force, or to take them to 36 states? We have to solve these problems that we have now. The personnel itself, we are talking about less than 400,000 police officers, 800,000. To serve about 236 million or more Nigerians. So there are issues that we have to look at. The remuneration of in the police force, the aspect of corruption. These are so serious issues. There are so serious issues that you cannot just go to the state.
Solved now.
You have to, of course, life is important, and part of Islam's aim is to protect life and property. It is also a constitutional one. So we have to strengthen what we have, to make it better, to avoid what we have been seeing all along, before we can take these problems to the states. Because taking the problems to the states will create more problems. We will end up losing more lives than we are currently. Because even the regional...
No, wait, my people. What is this Sharia man talking about? I'm trying, since morning I try make I understand what this man they talk. I could not digest it. You are telling the federal government, telling the Tinubu that the state police know that you are not supporting it, but they shouldn't rush in putting it in place. As how? Let's listen further.
Police arrangement that we have seen privately established has its own problems. One of those regions, police arrangement or private security arrangement, is linked to about 11 or so deaths from 2022 to 2025.
Okay, sir.
So that is there. And even before then, how can you contain or protect the state police from the control of the governors?
Okay, Okay,
so
sir.
It's only here yeah.
Sir, see, with due respect, again, all these things you're saying, with due respect, it's not practical because, like I said before, these problems you've enumerated, we have all agreed on them, but they can never be solved. It's either we don't do state police or we go ahead. So I would like to ask, the problem you probably have is with devolution, right? It's the devolution idea you don't like. And that's the problem. So it's not all these attendant problems with it. I just want to get clear. It's the devolution. It's the devolution that is a suspect here.
Not only that, but even the process itself, even the way the National Assembly has handled it, the statement we have issued is very clear. It's very clear. The process is faulty itself.
Valid.
Because there was no genuine national consensus on this. The opportunity for citizens to say their minds on the issue has not been done. And even the process of passing the bill in the National Assembly in both houses left much to be desired.
So you simply do not want devolution, and the fact that state police is a first step in devolution is a problem.
Do not impute on my tongue what I have not said.
Okay.
What I'm saying is address the problems here before you relocate the same problems to the states and create more.
But those problems will never be addressed.
No, but who is this man to tell Tinubu Sharia waiting that you should address the problem of police first before you can pass a state police? So what is he talking about? I said it before that we need a leader that will come into power. First, Sharia law should be abolished. First, you fair abolish them, dissolve them. If not abolish or dissolve any of the above, coming to say to address which problem, which
will never be addressed.
You know, my reading of this conversation is that you are contradicting yourself, and I speak as from an
in what way?
Just hold on. I speak from an educated point. Now, you say on one hand that in principle you agree with the idea of state police. Now you are saying it's rushed.
No objection.
Yeah, you are saying it's rushed. You are saying, oh, the process is flawed. The only process that it can follow is what is prescribed in the Constitution, Section 9. If you want to alter, amend, or review any part of the Constitution, you follow what Section 9 says. National Assembly approval, then the concurrence of the states, at least 24 of them. That's what is being followed. Now, what I will expect you to talk about, you say people have not been consulted. We now have a framework bill, national policing bill, that the gentleman who was here, Mr. Mogalu, was talking about. He says there will be consultation. Now, what do you recommend as the way forward? So, since you agree in principle, let's establish that. Now, the way forward, this and this and this is what we want as stakeholders in this business. You still have the opportunity in the 2 weeks that the working group has given to make inputs, and I guess having this interview is part of intervention. But don't say on one hand you agree with state police and on the other hand you are just bringing up other issues that violate, the principle you already established. I don't know whether you get me, my point.
Well, fairly, because what you are saying is there is a contradiction in what I have said.
Yes.
There is no contradiction. What I'm saying is we accept the state police, but conditions. The point is not for or against. It's about condition. The conditions are not met properly because you have mentioned the National Assembly, which has done its part and now it has gone to the states. But even the first that we are talking about is not complete. I mean, not complete, but it's not done properly, because the consultation aspect is not there, and even the process of passing the bill has issues. If you look at what has happened in the lower chamber, and we were disappointed in what has happened in the National Assembly, because the process was not followed. The clause by clause consideration was avoided, and we respect those members who raised objection to that. That is, and when it was passed without clause by clause consideration, they actually walked out. And this public protest by representatives of the people is telling to the issue of passing the bill, as we have mentioned. So it has not satisfied that aspect, and even the Senate itself, when confronted with similar issues, the leadership only criticized the opposition, that they have failed the test of opposition democracy in Nigeria. So what we are saying is there has to be genuine public hearing, because public hearing is the flow of democratic consultation. It's not the ceiling.
Okay. Just two slight corrections. Now, in a democracy, you never have a situation where there will be universal consensus. So in the House of Reps, it's the House of Reps you were referring to. It was the minority caucus that staged the walkout. In a democracy, the majority will always have its way.
That is because their own laws were not respected. Their own laws, the laws of the House, in such issues were in the modus operandi was not respected.
Okay, yes, and that point, thank you very much. That's a very valid point. But the question I'd like to ask you, going back, I believe, to the first question that was asked is, if your group has been able to actually go through the provisions of the constitutional amendment, and what specific areas you have a disagreement with, or you believe should, or certain areas that were omitted based on that. Beyond the broader, because you already said it, that you're in agreement with state police, it was a process that was flawed. Now that you have an opportunity to contribute to the process, it's not yet law. It still has to go to the state houses of assembly. There's still a framework legislation that's still going on. So you have an opportunity to actually contribute to the process. What would those things be? What would you ask to be included or removed from the bill?
We are going to take part in whatever is established that opinions are needed. As I have listened and heard you mention, but the most important point is to make sure that the people are carried along. The people are carried along, and the problems in the current system are addressed. That is what the council is emphasizing. The problems in the current system must be addressed, and addressed fully, before we move to the states. Otherwise, we will only be taking the problems from the center to the states, and that will not solve our concern or problems or save lives.
I think we've passed that stage. I think we are now at the stage of the states, actually. So that's what I'm asking. We're at the stage of the National Assembly has passed, so the state houses of assembly, it's been transmitted. So that's at that point where the changes you want can be made. And that's why I thought, okay, you could use this platform to actually express some of your, the areas that you'd like to see changes in. That's why, that this would have presented a great opportunity for you to do that.
Of course, in the era of training, there has to be training. There has to be legislative oversight. There has to be transparent, merit-based recruitment, and professional training standards for the police force, and judicial and legislative oversight, and sustainable funding, because funding is the problem. Funding is the problem that has caused a lot of issues with the current system that operates, because a divisional police officer has been reported to operate on a quarterly budget of 15 to 30,000 naira. That is why you have the issue of corruption, and that is why even one of the bosses of an anti-corruption agency was affected by the false or unauthorized checkpoint whereby he was extorted. So unless we look at the remuneration aspect of the police, then we will go back to this problem.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have a question I want you to educate me on, and I want to learn from you, sir.
Okay.
If we talk about devolution, and you have your quibbles about devolution, but there are also states where you have moral police.
Maybe I will alter that with.
No, I've not finished my point, sir. There are also states where we have.
Okay.
There are also states where we have moral police, which is a form of devolution. So, what's the challenge with this form of devolution and the state police devolution?
Are you done?
Yes, sir.
The state police and the issue of taking the center back to the states. A recent analysis found out that 5 out of 6 states do not have the physical discipline to fund their police force. So this type of arrangement in states where they are not able to pay salaries, they are diverting security votes. They are owing pensioners. Now, you want to empower them with armed forces. So we have to look at that as well, where people who are not able to do this, we should look at that very well before we now take the police to the states.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you so much. I believe that, and that's the point of conversations like this, we hope that your group would be able to take part in the process, whether at state level or with the National Policing Bill. Thank you for your time with us today.
All right, guys. Sometimes when you see this kind of people, I've told you guys before already that there are cabals that is ruling Nigeria. Honestly, cabals, they way they rule Nigeria. That's why you see this kind of people can come on air and say whatever they like, and I don't understand. By the way, how Sharia take come Nigeria? I want somebody to educate me on that, or I need to do research about it. You know, we can be say Sharia is not even competing now. Sharia law is not competing now with the Constitution, you know, with the Federal Republic of Nigeria Constitution 1999 as amended. Sharia is gradually competing with it, you know. But what do I know? Let me take some calls so that we can start talking. I've done so much, spent so much time in my presentation and monologue. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you, my people. My wonderful people right there, please press on the like button to share. You know, let me take some calls. Mother Deborah, you were calling in This is the best time. Funny enough, whenever you say I want to take calls, people are not available. When I'm not available, that's where the whole world call in. It doesn't always work like that. But I'd like to hear from Black Panther. Black Panther, they say this your call where you the fair call now cheating. Then you can't company again, you can't still get another minute. Talk to me, my brother.
God bless you.
I greet you.
God bless you plenty. And those of you that have phone, please try and call in. It's very important that you call in so that your voice can be included in this great broadcast. It is very important because this is a constitutional defect that we have. And we have been saying it, the constitution is not a constitution. Now, I sent you a message concerning the constitution itself, where it talks about not setting up a state religion. That, you see, the constitution that was given to us is contradicting itself. He made mention of Sharia law in disguise, and at the front end, he now said, no state, no religion shall be adopted as a state religion. You see the contradiction? And the man sitting there now that is talking about Sharia, now the question is that, does he understand what is called the state policing properly? Does he know how it is being formed? Does he know how the power is being devoluted? Because he was talking, all what he was saying is that the federal government has not told us. Is the federal government, is it going to set the state police for you or your state? He's talking about physical discipline in terms of financial discipline. How does physical discipline or financial discipline affect you, we forming a state police? Because the law in the state police itself, if you cannot have a state police, there's a provision which I believe that is set up. You can either join hand, which we have been proposing, join hand with your state or your region to form a state or a regional policing. You can join hand. If you say there is no money, then invite the EFCC to go into the allocation that has been given to the state, and also look at where the state governor has been using money as a state security stuff, which have not been accounted for. They should do all that. We have EFCC that can do that. Why is it coming up? I believe that they don't want the Sharia itself, which was allowed by Obasanjo. Obasanjo did a great mistake because he said one thing, quote me, he said the Sharia law will die a natural death, which was wrong of a president. He refused to go into the constitution and stop it, take the allocation from their hand, they will stop the Sharia law, but he refused it. He went and took the allocation of Lagos State from Lagos State. Why did Obasanjo do that? These are one of the different things that we'll be talking about that Obasanjo did that was favorable to the north, which is affecting every one of us today. You can see it. Why did Obasanjo allow state religious body to police a state? Why did he allow it? When your constitution said no state shall adopt any state religion, why did he allow it? And this is the problem we have today.
Exactly.
We don't want the state police because it's going to affect Sharia laws. Because if you adopt state police, then the Sharia police will be cancelled. That is what that man is saying.
Oh, Black Panther. Is that why the man is talking?
That is why he's counting his teeth with his tongue. Right there. Because he doesn't want to allow state police because it's going to cancel Sharia in the north.
Oh.
That's why he's doing it.
Wow.
We know their tactics. The laws of state police came up in Obasanjo time, came up in OBJ time. The so-called National Assembly of the Northern Caucus, they stepped it down. If you want to bring it and put it in the hands of the state to go around the state, the Northern Caucus will use money to.
That means Black Panther. That means if state police can actually be actualized, that Tinubu will deserve credit then.
Tinubu will deserve credit because Tinubu will reverse what Obasanjo allowed to happen to Nigerian state by allowing Sharia law. Because this thing is the one causing the why they are calling us infidel. Because most of these things, if you look at what and Traore of Burkina Faso said, he said, why take your student to Saudi Arabia to go and learn Shariaism when you are not practicing it in your country? And when they come, they find a way to practice it in your country, because you cannot keep an ideology in your tummy. You have to display it. That is what is happening, because most of these Arab countries, what they do, because Africa is so corrupt, and they are taking advantage, they want to own Africa, they now allow, sponsor many students to come to Saudi Arabia, go to Turkey, go to so many of countries that practice this rubbish, and they now bring it to Nigeria. That is the effect of what we are having today. Because we refuse to have a constitution that will bring every one of us, and there will be no state religion, there will be no Sharia, everybody will be equal before the law. That's what they are trying to avoid. If they continue, I told you, if they continue, they are going to break this country with their own hand.
Hi.
Thank you, my brother.
Wow, thank you, my brother. They say that everyday person they learn from here. So that means if state police is passed, Sharia police will be abolished, right? We need to dig into that. We need to dig into that. You know, say normally, Tinubu not deserve any kind of credit, but when credit still show, you know, if he hide them. Because I first talk him, if you not remember, I talk him, I say, if Tinubu can bring in state police, I will praise him on that area. Do you know why? Then Mr. Jonathan has said, you know, not that he doesn't want state police, but the governors, they will misuse it. That was the statement of Mr. Jonathan at that time. To be honest, we need state police. Let all the governors, every state have their own police and have final say with their own police. Then you become so competitive. We need it. This is crazy. Now, wow. Madam Deborah, we are returning your call back if you are there, you know, so that I can move into the panel. Where are my panelists? You guys need to come in on time. If not, we are going to finish early. Okay, Madam Deborah, since you are not there. Okay, let me move on to the first person on the panel today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thanks for your time with us. I appreciate you all, guys. Press on the like, help us to share. Okay, Madam Amy, you are calling. Thank you very much, Madam Amy. Please talk to us. Oh, sorry. Madam Amy, are you there? Can you hear me? Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to you. Talk to us. Yeah, I can hear you. You said what?
Now, thank you everyone in the panel, those in the comment section, and good evening to Mommy Diaspora and those watching as well. Now, I have a different opinion on this state police. My reason is Nigeria as a whole, we have had this policing. And having state policing is not going to solve any problem if the main policing, they are not even doing their job. Now, listen to what VDM said. Now, the same policing, if you have police in every state, why can't the government decide to make sure that every state have their indigents as the head and the commissioner? So start with, once you have the commissioner, so state policing is the same thing. Let every state commissioner be the indigene of that state. And when you have the indigene of that state and everything is working well, it's because it's the people in that state that know the criminals, they know everything. And when the indigenes are actually now in the head of what's going on in their local area, then and try to increase their salaries, even the local people will join the policing. People that don't have job, they will join the policing. So the state police is another way of collecting money and fooling Nigerians, because if the normal policing is not working, they don't even know their job. But every day they start to collect money and nothing has been done, no orientation, no plan, no training. So what are we talking about here? We are not ignorant. If the government wants to do the right thing, Mr. Elvis, they will do the right thing. State policing, the governors are going to use it as a tool for the election. If we want policing should be done the right way, and let every commissioner be the indigene of that state. You will see that everything will work very, very well. It will be like magic. But they know what to do. They want to do it. So what they do with policing now? And tell the state governors, the people.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Madam Amy, let me ask you a question. Is state police finally actualized? Do you think Tinubu deserves credit on that?
Tinubu doesn't deserve credit because the marching order to do the right thing. What is called the commander-in-chief of what? The present policing is a disgrace. Police force to treat the citizens as if the citizens are slaves. See the boy that was killed in Delta State. You see the way they stand on the roads with guns. People that are not even trained, look at their eyes, you know they are drunk. You give them guns. And everybody's complaining, and you haven't even looked into this situation to know that, okay, we need proper training. We need to increase our salary. So, if you have not done that, what is the business with state policing, Mr. Elvis? Are we fools?
Okay.
Look at proper, the way adults think, not the way children will think. State policing is not going to change anything. If the normal policing we have now is dead as anything. So what?
Okay.
So what will be the benefit of the state policing?
But don't you also think that at the moment, yes, I agree with you that our police force is dead. You're right, but don't you also think it will become competitive where many states will not be competing with themselves, will not be seeing even within the 36 states of the federation, you will not have one particular state in the whole Nigeria that will be competing, where their police will be competing with the United Kingdom police. Don't you know competition is beautiful?
Okay, now let me tell you something, Mr. Elvis, to be honest with you. If every state now, you won't be in Edo State, the commissioner is one Yoruba man, or the commissioner is one man from the north. We are just wasting our time.
Yeah, but when you now have state police, you cannot have a Yoruba man as a commissioner in Edo State.
Everybody should have their local vigilante. It's the same thing. Train them, give them good guns, and give them already.
For me, I support state police. I support state policeman. To be honest, I want to see the competition.
You support state police. Now the police, we have the federal police that we have now. Is there anything that will come? My sister was kidnapped one time. We were the ones telling the police what to do. The amount of money we pay is what they will use to do our investigation. This is in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
The federal police, nothing is working. Until Tinubu wants things to work, it's not adding more policing. If we do proper policing and make sure that every state governors are actually in charge of how the things should be done, not every day waiting for Abuja before something happens. At least give them a little bit of control over their states.
Okay.
That's what they call state police. Give them a bit of control.
Thank you, ma'am.
In their states, and let the commissioners from the states actually be from that local community, and the problem solved. All these are just waste of time.
Thank you.
Time. And again, recently, the INEC was actually asking the military presence should not be the commanders. The military presence should not be around for the election. And this is me asking, if the INEC is saying they don't want military people, who is the commander-in-chief for this kind of discussion? Tinubu is his main man.
Okay.
Why don't you have that discussion with Tinubu?
Okay, let's hear from other.
We only need police, we don't need military people. They will just come on air to just be making people think they are doing something.
Thank you, Madam Amy. Thank you, ma. Thank you very much. God bless you, ma.
Very much.
Yes, ma. Okay, let's hear from Oga Shimizi. Oga Shimizi, please talk to us. Hello, sir. Thank you very much. Oga Shimizi, are you there?
Yeah, Nigeria.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. 3 minutes.
I greet everyone. Nigeria Watch, well done for all you do. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone, all the Nigeria Watch family. Yeah, Nigeria Watch, I will ask you a question and I will answer your question. You asked Mrs. I don't know.
Madam Amy. Amy.
Yeah, Madam Amy. I will ask you a question. My question is this: who will be funding state police?
Who will be funding it? Is the state now?
Yeah. The state. Okay,
yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
Now, the question you asked about the giving credit to Tinubu or what? Just like a governor built bridge. He said, "Oh, this governor, thank you for all you do."
No, it's not like that. Oh, it's not like that. A lot of past presidents have tried to bring this state police to life. They could not. So if you do that, I think it deserves credit. To be honest, you know.
Okay, but where do our constitution came from? The constitution of Nigeria. There is it not 80% or 90% what Nigeria government is doing, is it not from America? What is the only thing they are doing is from America? Okay, America are having a state police for long time ago, not now. This in they have been every state that doing what Maryland do, not what New Jersey do. No, it's not the same. Even their taxes are different. Their taxes are different. Some of them has their plate number front and back. Some don't have just only back. The whole states in America have their different. So if Nigeria, if they truly want to have their state police, but Nigeria is too corrupt. That's the problem. Is the state police going to work? I'm going to answer that question. If truly state police going to work because of the corruption we have already.
Let me tell you, Ogashimizi, when we have state police, I'm assuring you that obviously majority of the state will not work, but we must have one or two that will work, that will set a lead example, because it will now become very, very competitive. So it will work. All might not work, but one or two will work.
Yeah, it's going to work, but it will take they need to checkmate. If you want to really work, they need to be checkmate. If not, it won't be easy.
Okay.
Thank you. They were escorting money from people, say, oh, this is our state. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
Ogashimizi, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Okay, guys. Okay, I was having another call just now. Okay. My caller, so now don't engage me finish. Oga Larry, you were calling in. I'm returning your call quickly, so that you can put your voice to this. Guys, press on the live. Mona still press on the dollar sign now, my people. Now they look me for here. I don't want to buy me coffee today. Oga Larry, you are not there. And the time you return this call, I'm not there as well. Sorry. Okay. The first person on the panel is Madam Patricia. Thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. It's good to have you on the show. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Ellis. I hope there's no much noise from my background.
No, you are okay.
Okay, good evening. Good evening, Amaechi. Good evening, Nigerians. Please like and share. Hit on the dollar sign. And thanks to all the ones that have already super chatted Mr. Ellis. So anybody never super chat, I believe somebody has done. Anyway, good evening to the panelists, those that are there. I can't see them because I'm using my phone. Anyway, good evening again, good morning, good afternoon, from wherever you're watching us. Thank you again, Mr. Edis, for the opportunity to lend my voice to the Nigerian flight. Yes, the reason why I joined is because of this man that was talking, the cleric that was talking. I mean, I think we all should understand him, what he was saying. He has problem with the devolution of science. The devolution is what he has power with. It's what he has problem with. Nothing else. That's what he has problem with. Because he was talking about fiscal discipline or whatever. That's how would they take care of the cost of the police. But every state, every governor receives security votes as we speak every month. You know, all those money, they are not accounted for it today because they don't have a police, they don't have state police that they have to use that money for. Because apparently the Nigeria police force, it belongs to the federal government. So the federal government, according to them, federal government is supposed to fund it. If they don't fund it, they don't fund that. They will not fund it. The governors will not fund it. The security vote is not for the federal government because the federal government, that money they give them for the security vote is supposed to be for their own security vote, maybe vigilante, whatever. That is what it's for. So if we have state police, I believe it will definitely help in reducing all this bike we are seeing in every corner. It will bring security down to the doorstep of every Nigerian. Yes. Yes, of course, people like this one that came out will not like it because, of course, we would. It will definitely thwart all their evil plans that they have to take over Nigeria. Yes, it will. It will definitely thwart it because I don't understand how we say we are what they call secular country, and then they have Sharia law in some states in Nigeria. What does how did it even creep in? And who even how did they even allow it to continue to be, and for him to even come out with his chest out, to come to address Nigerians in a true arise. He should go and hide his face under the sun. Yes, Nigeria is a secular state. Nobody has the right to rub it on each other's face. We are Christians. We are not rubbing it in your face. So why will you come out to tell us that it's not about that? Nigeria is not ready for it. Who said that? That's a lie from the pit of hell. The only reason why it's against it is because, of course, it will thwart all their evil plans. That's the reason. That's the reason it's cry, woof, woof. Otherwise, there is no point. And also, another thing is that this police, whatever, that state police that we are going to, Tinubu is as approved. Please, it shouldn't be like they had a military government. It shouldn't be like that. When somebody from the north will come and be governor in Edo State or in Delta State, that time it was vended. It shouldn't be like that. The state police should be strictly for the indigenes of that state. None should come from any other state. None. Because otherwise it will still be the same thing. It will still be infiltrated. We are talking about posterity here. How do we preserve ourselves? How do we preserve our, generation to come? That's what we are talking about. We're not talking about the nation as Nigeria now because that nation is gone. Everybody have to secure themselves now. So the governors, you people that lawmakers, you must make sure that state police must be tailored, down to only people from the states can actually become a police in that state. Yes. You cannot say you be police in your state. Yes. That's the only way to succeed. Otherwise, if they allow other states to become, if they allow other state citizens, to become a state, to become a police in another state, it will still end up like the Nigeria police that is not neither here nor there, so that's not providing security for Nigerians. It will still end up like that. The only way it can be successful is that it must be narrowed down to, unless you are from that state, you have no business becoming a police in that state. That's the only way. And that's the only one that can deliver security that will preserve our posterity. That is the only way. Any other way is going to still become the way it's been. That police that killed that guy, Omena, in Delta State, if that police were from Delta State, he will not be able to buy that boy like that. He will not be able. He won't.
Thank you, Madam Patricia. Thank you very much for bringing that point out.
He won't be able. Because he will say, at least this is my own brother. But because he's coming from the north, he doesn't care. He can't buy. That's why you saw the way he buy him. If you know you were strong, why don't you put him in the ring with you? Make una box each other, make we see who go fight best. You tie in hand, tie in leg, and before you begin to kill him. What is that? This jungle justice that is happening in Nigeria is because they are not from the same state. That's the reason. They don't have anything common with us. That is the reason it was easy for him to commit such atrocity against a fellow man. Such evil against a fellow man because you have gun. Because they gave you gun. So you think you can just tie his hand, bind his hand, by his leg, and then buy him. If you know you were strong, why do you not leave the gun? Make us enter ring. Make we see who strong pass. So, look, unless these state police they're talking about, unless it's narrowed down to people from the industry of the state, is the only one that are going to be allowed to be the state police. If it's not like that, we can forget it. It's never going to work. It's going to be infiltrated. That's the only reason why I came in, Mr. Elvis, and I think I've done justice to what I needed to say. I'll leave you there. Thank you. I'm grateful.
Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. God bless you, ma, for coming to put your voice to this. At least we've learned something from that as well. Thank you. Okay, I can see, I don't know, the panel off already. Okay, I got a super chat from Oga 7 Gilmede. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you. Thanks for your encouragement always. Guys, you can do the same. You can always watch us here, just be talking. Encourage what we do. Please click on it and encourage us. Let's listen to Madam Deborah. They will take it from here. Madam Deborah, thank you very much. Talk to us.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Sorry, I missed your call when you called back.
Okay, talk to us now. Good evening, ma.
Everyone watching. Let me also start by at least commenting. Is it Rotimi Amaechi? For the first time, I want to agree with him the way he challenged Shehu, at least by speaking out, because most of the time when these APC satanic people try to downgrade Christian leaders or try to disrespect Christianity, nobody really speaks out. But I must commend Amaechi by at least speaking out, because it's a disrespect. Because this what is the cardinal that because he didn't behave like Adeboye that is dancing around and being politically correct. Because this man came and spoke the truth without being condescending to Tinubu's mandate. And now they are trying to insult the man. But I'm happy that Rotimi Amaechi spoke out that it's an insult to the entire Catholics, and they've been disrespectful to Christianity. So I'm going to at least applaud Amaechi for speaking out. You can see how Shehu was going round and round. This Shehu man, sometimes I don't even know whether he's a spokesman of APC, or sometimes I don't even understand where he stands. Whenever I listen to him, it's so annoying listening to him. He knows the truth, but he will always be very, very condescending. He knows very well, like when Amaechi asked him if it is the Sultan that made the comment, would they dare to say a word? They will not try it. But whenever it has to do with Christianity, that's what they do. But this is a lesson to those Christian politicians that are there. They allow the Muslim tickets because of their selfish interests. When the Muslim ticket was pushed, if they all have spoken out to say no, this is not right, it wouldn't have worked. But they all kept quiet. Now they are seeing the outcome of what Muslim tickets is going to cause. So regarding the state police, you see, whenever you see the Muslim or the Northerners kicking about something, just know that thing is against their, that thing is against their own interests. You will never see them speaking against anything if it doesn't affect them. So for them to come out and start talking, just know that their interest is affected. And as much as I don't support the APC government, but one thing I know for sure is that if you see any of these Muslims or Northerners coming out to speak against any policy, then just know that that policy does not favor, it's not in their own interest. That's why they are speaking out. But if it is something that is going to favor them, you will not hear them say a word. They will all just keep quiet and pretend as if nothing is happening. So for me, I think it's just too early. One thing with APC government, whatever they are doing, it's too early to judge whether it's something that is going to be good or it's just something they just want to use to score political points. Because I don't trust APC government. Whatever they are doing, just take it with a pinch of salt. So let's not get carried away that they are trying to do something that is good. All these things they are pushing could just be that they are pushing it because of the election to make Nigerians think that they actually want to do something. And after the election, they will just forget about it. So for me to trust APC until I see they've actually done it and it is working out well, that's when we can all say, okay, they did something good. But trusting this government is don't give Tinubu any credit yet. No, I'm just being honest with you.
No, but I say if they finally pass the state police, don't you think they deserve credit?
It's not done it.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that was my question. I didn't say now. If he passed it, there's nothing like quick. If we have state police today in Nigeria, let me ask you the same question. Do you think he deserves credit?
It depends on how, you see, when you are dealing with people, I'm just trying to tell you, I'm not going to be quick to give anybody credit yet. When you are dealing with people that are very, very manipulative, when they do something, you need to wait and see how the outcome.
Okay.
This APC government are very, very, you remember that kidnapping that was Oyo State or so? When they released those children, so people were just quick to start giving credit to, the Nigerian Army rescue, and I said, no, let's watch and see.
No, that one is a total different thing. We don't do that here. I'm asking, is the question. In fact, I will. No. You are not getting it. It is not done, and the question is not relatable to done or not, or it is done. What we are asking is, if finally Nigeria now have a state police, do you think it deserves credit? It's a question.
Well, for now, if you ask me to be sincere with you, with this APC government, I will wait and see if they are doing anything. You wait and see how that thing is done.
Okay, all right.
But I don't trust them. I don't trust these people. They will tell you one thing, and when that thing comes out, you see that it's not even in the interest of the people. So what will you now do? What would you do? So don't be quick to when people are manipulative, you have to be careful. Well, because for me, for this particular government, whatever they do, I'll have to wait and see the outcome and see before I will be able to say if it's something that is going to be good or not. Because they are not to be trusted. They are not to be trusted at all. So for now, yes, state police will be good, but then how are they going to? What is the modalities that is going to follow? How is it going to work? All these things are things that we don't know yet.
Okay.
So for that reason,
thank you.
I'm not going to be quick to give credit to anybody, because so far everything that they have done, we have seen that nothing has really worked out well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Subsidy they remove is a shambles. What have they really done that you can say today that okay, this thing they did turn out to work out well? They floated the naira. Did it favor us? The answer is no. But they will still come out and say, oh, the policy is good. The policy is good, but how did it favor Nigerians? It didn't favor anybody. The subsidy removal, they said, oh, when they remove subsidy, it's going to do this. But today, are we having
okay, thank you, man. Let's move on. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Debbie. Thank you, ma. Yes, ma. Let's take another call quickly. Oluwatosi, talk to us. Thank you, my brother. Good evening to you. Hello. You are not talking. Give us a mandate. Yeah, you are back now. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Okay, thank you, thank you very much for picking my call. And to all of the panelists and the commenters, thank you very much. Thank you. Madam Deborah, thank you very much. You cannot trust APC more so when it involves Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, I think Madam Deborah just nailed it. Even when they pass the state police thing, you cannot clap for them and start jumping. Until you see how they implement this thing and see the working of the state police, there is nothing you cannot clap for this government. As a matter of fact, when they pass the bill, they pass it, they is even working. What are you clapping for them for? It is their duty to do it. Just do it and let the country happy. But also, okay, now ask me, if you ask they don't tell that brother now, they have said he went to Tinubu and say they are giving us no place to Tinubu, then you think that he is kind of Tinubu. But say now, Tinubu is showing his pepper. He's using the pepper to rub it high. Can he come for Tinubu again? He cannot. So, until we see these things work, until we see the working, then you can begin to speak and then talk, but up until then, nothing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right. I'll just leave it like that. But anybody on the panel that want to answer that, you can or skip. Thank you so much, my people. Let's go back to the panel again. I want to appreciate you, our Dream Nation, Mr. Alabo, for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful, my brother. Thanks for your encouragement. To be honest, I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful. Mr. Alabo, thank you. My people, please do your part. Help us to share. Encourage us. We are here every blessed day. We have to ask for super chat every day. Don't know, say, to ask for this thing is not too easy for me. If I have just 10 people that is doing this thing on their own, even though it's $1, I will not be bothering myself to even ask, to be honest, because I follow other foreign platforms where they don't even talk about it. They don't talk about it at all. And out of 100%, for example, of people that will super chat them, they only put like 1 or 2 on the screen, and that 1 or 2, they want to respond to the message attached to the super chat. Once they respond to it, and that's it. They just say thanks. That's it. I don't know why when it comes to we Nigerians, you have to continue to talk. Some people will just sit and say, okay, you must talk, or if you not talk, I don't know why it's like, because I have lots of foreign platforms that I'm following, and where these things are happening all the time. I have football platforms, as you all know, that I also have a football channel. These people, I don't even mention their names. They just do they do their thing. But why is it that when it comes to this politics and Nigeria matter, the same people that super chat me here, they are the one. I'm happy now that I have two names now that are new, that's not part of it. But still, let's try to encourage ourselves, my people. It's very, very important. Let's encourage ourselves. God bless you all. Thank you very much, my people. God bless you now. Okay, let me play that video.
Welcome to Niger Watch Media. Today, how to super chat on YouTube and add your bank card. First, click the dollar icon under any live stream. Then, choose your amount and type a message. Next, add your bank card to authorize the payment.
On the computer version, here's a live stream. Okay, you see this little money icon right here? You click on that. It gives you 2 options, super sticker or super chat. If you click on super sticker, you get all these little options. There's a pear man, this little alligator, cat, people. There's different options here. It's different limits. Each emoji has their own money amounts. So super stickers, you can only send up to $50 at a time. And then what that does is it puts it at the top of the screen here. At the top bar is where it will be. So your channel, your name, will show up at the very top for a certain amount of time. So the more money you send, the longer it will stay. Now, it won't show you how long on the super sticker, but I'll show you here the difference between a super sticker and a super chat. So super chat, if you click on that, you see a little thumbnail and it says 0 seconds, okay? Anything under $5 will have no time, meaning it will go through your chat and it will just disappear. If you want your message to stay at the top, you have to send $5 or more. So the least you can send is $1, says 0 seconds. $2, 0 seconds. $5, 2 minutes. $10 for 5 minutes. $20 for 10 minutes. $50 for 30 minutes. $100 for 1 hour. $200, 2 hours. $300, 3 hours. $400, 4 hours. And the max is $500 for 5 hours. Now, there's also a limitation for your words. So if I wanted to say, this is a really cool live stream, you see as I'm typing at the top right, there's a limit. There's a 350 character limit. Let's get it to 350. I'm going to show you something real quick. All right, so 350 characters for 5 hours. If I bring it down to 4 hours, look what happens now. It limits how much I can say. Now I'm down to 330 characters. Take it down more. 3 hours, 310 characters. 290 for 2. 1 hour, 270. 30 minutes, $50 is 250 characters. So the lower the amount of money, the less you can say for a super chat message, and the less it will stay on the screen. The higher the amount of money, the more you can say, and the longer your message will stay on the screen.
That's it. Thanks for watching Niger Watch Media.
All right, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, my people. Now God bless you. Now, let's go straight to who again? Mr. Odua. Before Mr. Odua, Mother Deborah just super-chatted me. Thank you very much, ma. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you, Mother Deborah. Thanks for that you do. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Yes, Mr. Odua. Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you, sir.
My network is echo.
We can hear you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Thank you, Bob.
Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you, man. God bless you. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers on the passerby. Thank you. Well, I did not really see any video of because these things that they said Amaechi reactions on, I don't know who Amaechi we reacting on, and the Pope or the Bishop or the Catholic.
Okay, Mr. Odua, can you hear me?
Where? Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Amaechi responded, or rather reacted to how Tinubu and his cabinet treated the Catholics, the bishops that went to see him. You know, the bishop, after they left the Aso Rock, they criticized him, you know, one way or the other. And they also went on by saying that they asked Tinubu question over third time possibility, and Tinubu shunned that question and he did not answer it, you know, and all that. So, and then the presidency now came out to lambasted at the Catholic, or rather at the bishops indirectly. So that's why Amaechi came out to say that no, he's a Christian. He cannot fold his arms to allow Tinubu and his satanic government, or rather cabinet, to talk down on the Catholic just like that. So that's what they were talking about. Then we also have a Sharia man that came that said that the state police, not that he's not supporting the state police, but President Tinubu should slow down and take it slow and steady. And he was contradicting himself that you want state police, but you don't want them to pass the bill yet. Why? Because he's one of the secretary or whatever it is of the Sharia law people. So yeah, those are the two things that we're actually debating right now. Talk to
us. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Well, for the Catholic, the people who did not understand, because that is why when I see people are talking of spirituality, heaven, they make me to laugh, because when you are practicing another man's culture, you don't know how it benefits them, how it make you irrelevant, then you look yourself that we are not worthy. That is why we neglect our way of life, which is our religion. Then the white man came and tell us it is demon, it is Satan, it is this, it is that their own is God, and we follow it. And that is what we see as God representative and see our own as demonic, as devil or Satan incarnate. It's truth. The Catholic are government. Catholic, they are government. And religion is the one who checkmates the leaders, whether they are good, the law or whatever their way of governance, if it is benefiting the public or it is suffering the public. This is how it goes. Like Italy here, the Catholic, they are the government. Once the Pope says something, before the Pope will open his mouth to say, and once Pope said it, that is final. So in Nigeria, because of our satanic, that really demon, that black man are, that because that devil, when white man print talk about God, they print some people white and they print some people black. They say the white are the God. It's not true. It's not like the way white reason shows that they are God. The way black reason shows that they are devil. Because a government are doing evil. You will see all the so-called God religion people who said they want to take people to where nobody have ever went to. They will quiet their mouth because they are just taking money. They have opportunity when people are suffering. They will want to come and see, put all their hope on them. They will be lying to them. That is why they doesn't talk when it comes to government. Whatever you do, you hear some say, come and fast 100 days fasting for Nigeria. Come and go to mountain for Nigeria. Come and do this. Come and do. Instead of you to come out and rebuke the man who they put their trust on and said, I want to lead you people. Instead of you to rebuking that what you are doing is not good, it's not working for the people, you will not be telling the people, no, just patient and be looking at this man. Maybe eternal will finish tomorrow, another person will come and start. Catholic, in the physical power, they have it. In spiritual power, they have it. If really they want to execute their spiritual power, if they say Tinubu will not see this 2027, we not see it. When they really come out together and begin to count out their hey, Mary full of grace, the Lord is with you, blessed are thou most women. So the thing is, Tinubu, the so-called their government respondent or whatever, they should be careful of their mouth, not to go and put Tinubu in trouble. They should be very careful not to put Tinubu in trouble. That is just the truth. So they have the physical and the spiritual power to do that. So because since we neglect that our own and we believe on the white man, and the white man will really work the way they practice because they put their faith. Because God believe whatever many people believe, it worked for them to eat. So if Amaechi come out and defend a Catholic or defend his faith, whatever he believe it is good, it's true. And I applaud him for it. So whoever that want to also do the same thing, even if it is the Muslim will still come out. True, everybody in the people. That is what I want. Or whether you are African religion that's known as tradition, or you are the Roman religion known as the Christian or the Catholic body, or you are the Arab religion known as the Muslim. All of them should be rebuking the leaders. That is what it's supposed to be. Not when they rebuke the leader, then people will not start abusing them, attacking them. No. Because anybody who come and attack the person that is doing evil, and you start attacking those people, that means you are evil yourself. And such people don't supposed to live in where human being lives. Such people supposed to go and throw in either cemetery or mortuary or a den of lions so that you can live with those kind of wicked something, not where human being so living. So, well, I think I applaud him, this Amaechi. I applaud him very much. We are very well for that. Then for the Sharia law, the Sharia man who said state police, he acknowledged it, but he don't want him to be passed. Now, the truth is, he has his own view, he has his own right of his own choice. But other people still have their own view, have their own right, and they have their own choice. If really that those people that were sent to those assembly, sent to Senate, even sent as judges or whatever, if really they care about their fellow brothers and sisters, by now we're not supposed to be debating to pass state police or not to pass state police. Are they not be traveling to the people they said that will give them the country they now call Nigeria? Are they not be going to England? Are they not be seeing Queen Elizabeth? Or the so-called democracy they say they are practicing? Are they not be going to America? Have they not seen the way those people policing their country? That door to door there is police, room to room there is police. Not to talk of street to street, not to talk of local government to local government, not to talk of state to state. So it is just because our people, that demon that the white man paint black to be really the Nigeria, which Nigeria is the capital of it. That is why we are still debating state police. That is the reason one man will not come out and say, let it not be quick or let it. No, it is because those people that went there, they did not really care about us. A moment they kidnap, before Buhari, they said Boko Haram started. Okay, maybe they have not created. At least with the 8 years of Buhari, everywhere in Nigeria, the whole 36 states, at least if there will be any state who did not have, who did not cry in time of Buhari, it will not be more than 3 states, entire 36 states. Then, after that, 8 years of it, then another 3 years, now we are still debating state police. A moment Tinubu enters, supposed to declare state police to calm everything down, to make sure that all this insecurity stop. The truth is, the people that is in that position did not enter because they have the feeling of the people or they believe that they are human beings. No, a country where Buhari value cow more than human being. That is why this man will come out and be telling you to create state police now. You don't want him so. If they didn't have man to tell the government that no, don't create police, state police yet, it is because the government, those in power, are benefiting from this disaster that Nigeria are facing. That is why they are still debating it. Sharia law, I heard that Black Panther were saying the reason Sharia law, my brother, the Sharia law will not, the Sharia police will not stick that. Because if every state create their state police, those people that have their Sharia, they will still use their people to create their own police. So they will still be operating as their Sharia lifestyle. So it is not because of Sharia law or non Sharia law. It is because they hold the grip of other people. So by the time you create state police, that grip that they hold on other people's neck will leave, will go away. So they don't want that grip in people's neck to go away. That is why they will be telling you, no, this, not that, not that. And those people, since they did not have sense, they will continue controlling them. A man is telling us, when in Kaduna people cannot sleep, Zafara people cannot sleep, Benue people cannot sleep, you will still be telling us not to create state police now and not to be in a hurry to create it. Is that not, and Nigeria will still say, come and debate nonsense, especially those journalists. That kind of man supposed to be thrown in Kuje prison. That kind of man. That means you are the one sponsoring all this disaster. That is why you don't want them to be arrested. Because by the time state police is created, the entire police of that state, structure of that state belongs to the people of that state. So if Asada come, they will make sure that those Asada never exist again. Since they said that it is what happened in Libya that make all those people to come from Libya. So If you are on your state, the commissioner, the DIG, whatever position you have in police belongs to the state, belongs to the people of that state. They will not allow Asada to torment their people. So those kind of people don't want you to free. That is where they will be telling you not now. Thank you, Mr. Yawosh. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Oduwa, thank you, sir. God bless you, and thanks for your submission. Okay, let's hear from the next person on the panel, so we can take it from there, Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show. It already 78 years now, never hear from Mr.
Oh,
Jonathan.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
78 years now, you're complete today. We'll never see you for this panel.
Yeah. Good as. It's summertime. You know, just take time off here and there like that. Anyways, I greet you, Mr. Elvis. God bless you greatly for the good work you are doing. I greet you and my fellow panelists. You're welcome once again. God bless you all. And on the diaspora, good evening, man. God bless you abundantly. And I greet my fellow commenters and all the callers, prospective ones as well. I greet you all. God will bless you greatly. You're welcome. Yeah, let me just start on this state police thing, because ordinarily I didn't want to dwell on it. But when I started listening to the broadcast, I had to go back because I didn't start from the beginning. So I had to go back to catch up. Then I was listening to the anchor, Mr. Elvis, where he said it's a good thing and that the state police is a good thing. You know the only reason, one singular reason why the state police will have been a good thing and that Tinubu will have taken or will deserve all the credit. It is only for me, as I know, politically speaking now, if it is set up in such a way that it will take effect after 2027 election, then they can rubbish the argument of rushing it. People are saying they are rushing it. The only way you can kill that argument is for the president himself to come out and set a target date. Give them a target date that by this date, February, March 20, before the end of my first tenure, state police, that is my goal, that is my target. Anything is doing right now before 2027 is questionable. That's the issue. That's the center point of the issue. On the Sharia one, see, Nigeria is a Muslim country, whether we like it or not. We can, the thing is that they said there is a saying that it is one thing to deceive other people, but it's a disaster when you are deceiving yourselves. Nigerians, we like to deceive ourselves so much. That's why we continue in this calamity that we are all in. Nigeria is a Muslim state, and they are trying to keep it so. They are trying to keep it so. I can give you 10, and I say 10 reasons why Nigeria is a Muslim country. And I need someone to give me only one why Nigeria is not. And then we talk. 10. I'll list them. The features, the characteristics of an Islamic nation. Pick any Islamic country in the world, anyone, even pick the most extreme one of them, and look at their characteristics. When you say the features, if Nigeria does not have them, yes, we are just managing ourselves. That is the state where we find ourselves in Nigeria. The Sharia man, see, is so mischievous. They are trying to keep their Sharia. If he really wants to fight it, if truly he really wants to fight this state police thing, go and wait in your state. Now, Shebi, you have 19 states, the northern 19 states. 19. Go and wait. Maybe this thing is coming to each state assembly. Go and wait there now
and truncate it in each. By the time you truncate it in 8 of the 19, state police is dead. Why are you coming to the center just to rough the mortar? This one, because they know that the Sharia thing is a national, for them, the battle is at the center. They have to, that's where they started it. That was where they fought it and won it. And that's where they are coming to each and every time to come and fight it, to retain it, to sustain it. If truly you are fighting, you have issues with state police, go and wait for them at the Kaduna State House of Assembly, Kano State of Assembly, Katsina State of Assembly. Shebi you are Sharia, you have your people there, go and fight them there. It's as simple as that. These people are not serious. They are only trying to continue the status quo of Nigeria as an Islamic nation. It will not reduce, even if state police is passed today, it won't reduce their, it won't take Sharia away. Let's make no mistake about that. Their Sharia will still be intact. That is the reason why I question the fight that is coming to fight at the center. It's not fighting the state police. It's fighting that Sharia is at the end. It could be completely truncated and taken out of the Nigerian constitution. We have Sharia in the constitution of Nigeria. Sitting there, bang, bang, gidigbi there, is the law of the land. Whether you like it or not. So if truly he wants to fight it, go to each of those 19 states and go and fight it there. In fact, you have a better leverage. You have better leverage there to go and fight it there. You can hold your governors, each and every one of them, to ransom. Go and fight it there. All the state house members, they are Muslims like you too. Most of them, they believe in Sharia. If they ask them now, one by one on record, more than half of them, they support Sharia. Why not go and hold it there, fight it there? So that's my take on that. But where I really want to start today, where I enjoy most today, I must say, is Rotimi Amaechi. And the man earned my respect today. I give it to him, what he did. I was thinking that he's doing this for politics, but as a politician, he tried and he succeeded not to be trapped into politics. Then I knew that he meant it. It's not politics. He meant it. Because the anchor, the interviewer, tried as much as possible to drag him into politics, and he stated emphatically, that's not what he wasn't there for that. He said it. He defended. He came out, the only person that came out like that and defended. He earned my respect, utmost respect. Who in Nigeria would dare say anything close to what they have said to the Catholic Cardinal, for crying out loud? He said it. This is something we should all emphasize it. At least let it be clear out there. A Catholic Cardinal. Who in Nigeria? Who the heck are you? Go and talk about any of their emirs or the Sultan if you will not rot in the Nigerian prison. Half of what they have said about the Cardinal, not just a Catholic priest or a Catholic father. We're talking of a Cardinal. You see, we Christians, we take things too lightly. These Muslims will not take 1% of this. They will never. The whole place, all hell will have broken loose by now. We dare you talk about the Sultan like that, or any of their, even those unknown emirs. Go and talk about them if they will not burn you down. If you stay in the south, you think you are in the south, you are getting protection. DSS will come for you. They will come for you. And if it is in the north, they will burn you down. And I mean literally. I'm not talking I mean, they would literally burn the person down. And they spoke the way and manner I saw it, you know, it's just so for that reason, for a man to come out and say, at least let me be on record. This one alone, Christians should be outraged. We should be outraged. It shouldn't be so. A man came out and just spoke. Not, you see, we have pastors across Nigerians. We know them. It is their belly. All they are fighting, all they are speaking, whatever is for their belly. And we have one who came out and spoke truth as a man of God. And they came after him. All the spokesmen of Tinubu came after him. They have no line. They have no limits. They will go into the gutter for this politics. And you know where they are coming from, because their principal have said, all is fear in politics. Don't let us spin it. Don't let us spin it at all. All is fear in politics. It means anything goes. At the end of the day, it will just be politics. Anything goes. All is fear in politics. In fact, that should be the headline. Tinubu, all is fear in politics. Which means that anything goes. There's nothing to spin about it. If you have to bury all the institutions to get your will done, all is fear. If you have to get all the Supreme Court judges to do your will, all is fear. If you have to get the Nigerian police to truncate everything at this upcoming election, all is fear. Think about it. All is fear means all. All is fear. That's what their principals say. And let me just quickly end on this one. This Arabambi of a man. See that man? He's a Yoruba man. The only way I would describe him, I think you people, we always see the video of Peter for Nigeria. He's not a Yoruba man, but I know he speaks Yoruba from the way he speaks. I know he speaks Yoruba. And he always uses one word. He says, Olori Buruku. You see that Arabambi? In fact, that is the best. That's the best way to the least. When you say somebody is Olori Buruku, Ashiwere, and the media, look at that interview. Why did you bring somebody for an interview when you don't have any questions for him? Why? They don't even know how to deal with the man. So you just brought him in to just come and lay it out the whichever way he wants and just go away. They don't even know how to handle him. And these are Nigerians. My goodness me. To start with, everything is said there, all rubbish. First of all, in Nigeria, yes, government sign document on weekends. Go fact check. Government signs document on weekends. So that one that is saying is rubbish. Civil servants, they do it. I'm from a family of civil servants. I'm from a family of civil servants. And when I say family of civil servants, at the highest level, they sign document on weekends. That's number one. Number two, universities in Nigeria do convocations on weekends. Go and check now. So I was so, short of saying mad, the anchors, they sat down there.
Oga Jonathan.
Yes.
Is there any law that says the Senate cannot meet on Saturday?
See, the president can sign document on weekend, which is the executive, is the chief executive. Agencies, parastatals, they sign documents on weekend. Go and fact check. So all that rubbish, NYSC, director of NYSC can sign all those things on a weekend. All the certificate can sign them on a weekend. And those are back in the days when the NYSC chairman, this Arabambi, I think Randy Peter will handle him well with his word. Olori Buruku. Those are the days when there was no computer, digital. You know now, if you are the CEO of a company or you are in a position to sign a lot of documents, they just use your, let me quickly round up. They just quickly use your digital signature and they just print it on document. Back then, the director or whatever, they pen. If it is 2,000, they literally sign on the 2,000. They will bring it home and be signing it. 10,000, they will be literally back in the 80s. When I say I'm from a family of civil servants, I know what I'm talking about. They literally will be signing documents. That non-entity came to national TV and be spinning out all those rubbish. On names, I will also come, I will talk on names. The sick part of it is that the media guys not interrogate this one. Universities do convocations on weekend from eternity to eternity. They still do convocations on Saturday. And it is the day of your convocation that date will be on your certificate.
All right. Thank you, Oga Jonathan.
Anyway, Mr. Ellis, let's leave it there.
I don't know why you are shocked or surprised over the anchors we have in our mainstream medias. You know, many of them just want you to come and talk, and at the end of the day, they end the show and move on to the next person. They are not interested. None of them want to put themselves out there anymore to question anyone that comes into their channel. So it's very, very sad. Yeah, that's why you can see people like Arabambi can talk from the beginning to the end without no interruption. Yeah, but meanwhile, I would like us to move on. Thank you very much to everyone. The next person is Oga Chris. After Oga Chris, then Black Panther and Mr. Pansat. Oga Chris, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah. Good evening.
Your line, what you are using is fluctuating your voice. Please speak directly.
To be honest, I'm not.
What?
I'm not using anything. Maybe I'll just log in.
Okay, I think you need to come back, and you have to come back on time. Okay, Black Panther, talk to us. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you.
Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
Okay. Thank you, my brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes, very clear.
There's an echo. My voice is coming back.
Why? Okay, let's do Mr. Pansat. I don't
know. No, not that I can. You can hear me now, but
we can hear you.
Okay, let me just speak like that. If you repeat, if you correct itself. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Nigeria Watch for the good work done. I want to thank you so much. Today is a big day, and the topic that you brought, one word has covered the entire thing that is going on now. Is the state policing in conjunction with Shariaism. Now, I also want to thank Mom in Diaspora and everyone listening. I want to thank all of you and the panelists. This topic concerning state policing, I want us to educate ourselves very, very well and know our priorities and know what governance stands for and the first priority of governance, and know the system we are practicing, but we are doing it wrongly. What are we supposed to do and also some of us lives in the diaspora. I want you to now juxtapose it the way they run your democracy and federalism in your own state. That is the fundamentals, are the fundamentals of federalism, true federalism. I want us to put it as a standard in the way we approach the matters we are having in Nigeria, not just thinking and assuming. And you want to assume that if you take the system, you want to amend the system of federal police to suit federalism, it's going to be you're shooting yourself on your leg. Like when I first came in, when I called in, I just rush over it, and the second caller came in trying to amend federal police to suit state policing. I think that is just a misplacement of the priority we are talking about, and the understanding of what state police actually in a federal system means. No matter the corruption you have in your country, the first thing and first priority of a state government is to make sure the security of the people is taken up by setting up a state police in a federal system. That is the first priority. And policing, security is all about individuals in a state. It's about individuals. It's about from the local government to the federal. It's not from the federal to the local government. That is counterproductive. That is why we are having a counterproductivity in Nigeria as it is now. One, when you say the priority of the governance is first in security, you have to set a security ladder in a federal system. And that is why they say state police is from your local government policing to state policing. Then if you want to have a federal police, they do it in a way that the capital, the federal territory, will have a police. We have a police just to guide the federal territory, because it's not a state, it's a federal territory, like what you have in Washington, D.C. and like Abuja. That is how Nigerian system was formed. And when you want to practice those systems, you have to practice it in full to get the full dividends of democracy of that system itself. If you boycott it, if you truncate it, you are going to have the monsters we are having today. Now, no matter what is happening in Nigeria, whether there is corruption, whether the state will use it to manipulate this, blah, 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 every reason you have that you want to display, again, just put that aside. Your first priority, we are in a state, it's even more clearer now. It's even more, we want it now because we are in a state of emergency in terms of, in everything in Nigeria now. We shouldn't be even dragging our tongue back. Oh, if they put state police, they will use it for this. We should stop saying that. You are giving powers to the corrupt system that you are, the corrupt politician. You are giving power to them. You are giving power to those that are bringing on Sharia. That is what you are doing indirectly. If you don't know what is state police, if you don't understand what state police can do, it can curb this. If this inculcates infiltration of Sharia law into your system, it can curb it and make it go down finally. There's one thing you should know. They look at democracy as English law. They look at it as Christian law. But it's not. It's something universal. We need to police ourselves very well. And how will you have a federal system? And you say Nigeria is a Sharia system.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Please explain how will it make Sharia law good in the northern state? How?
Before I want to go into that now. Before I go into that now, Nigeria is not a Sharia state. It is just that the factors that they put there, we enhance Shariaism, we bring Shariaism into the limelight. Nigeria is not a federal, it's not a Sharia state. Every state has a federal high court. And when you have a Sharia state, you cannot have a federal high court in a Sharia system. It doesn't work like that. It is just because they mention the kind of criminal laws that they practice in the north, and the one they practice here. It is not actually stated that Nigeria, there's a Sharia in that constitution. Because if you look at the constitution itself, at the end of it, it said no state can practice can call a religion a state religion. That is when we are talking about the contradiction in your constitution. That is why we are clamoring that the constitution should be thrown away, because a section of the country, myopically, let me put it in a selfish format, trying to uphold their own religion over the other religion by bringing and by taking some ingredients of Shariaism and putting it on the constitution in a disguise. That is why we that have clearer eye, we said that is Sharia in that constitution. But it wasn't stated clearly that you must have a Sharia law in your state. Because Sharia itself is individual. It's something that you can practice on your own, in your own house. It's not to be federalized, not to be used in a secular state. It's never. When the Nigeria, I know people would like to say Nigeria joined IOC. Who was there when we joined the IOC? It was military government, and that was illegal. That was illegal. But the laws to abrogate that, we have not yet sat down. That's why they refuse us bringing all the laws that we have in the national OGJ constituency. That's why they refuse it, because they know that everything they brought forward to the Nigerian state, it's illegal. So how do we now pronounce illegality to be legal when we are speaking out here? It's wrong. The Nigerian state was forced on us, and we cannot accept that. If you have a state police, okay, let me put for instance now, when we had some of our militias, our boys in the east, when they kidnapped a lady, they went into the bush, and what happened? They got the kidnapper. They got the one that was kidnapped immediately. And that is the kind of thing that state police will do. You know who is guiding you, because it's your brother, it's your friend, it stays by your side, it's your neighbor. Your neighbor cannot come openly and backstab you in front of public. That is it. And if you put state police with the law that is being put forward, it's going to subdue the Shariaism they have in the north, because you are going to create that law with the law that the federal government has brought forward. You cannot change the name to Sharia police. It will kill that law, because even the Sharia itself does not, there's no law backing that they are kind of what they are doing there. There's no law that is backing them. That is why they cannot complainly arrest you and take you, because the law, they even stated that in their Sharia that you cannot use the Sharia law against a Christian. It's there now. You cannot use, they said it that you cannot use in their Sharia, they can't use it against Christian. Then why should we now come out here and say Nigeria is a Sharia state? It's never. Nigeria is, the state is forced on us, and we cannot say something that is forced on you. We cannot finally say it's real. It's not. We should watch our word. We should what the world place our word. Because we are in a peculiar situation. Why the question I will ask you all, why did they agree on the National Constitutional Conference that we had? The Sultan was there, he agreed, he signed it. Then after signing it, why did they refuse bringing it as a law that we all have signed? If you say Nigeria is a Sharia country, why did they sign it? Because Sharia was never even imputed into that constitution that was done during GJ.
Sharia Sharia, Islamic.
Sharia is for it's a religious belief that should be personal. It shouldn't be practiced in a secular state. Like I told you, if they force this, if they try to force it, and they were trying to infiltrate into Nigeria now, and they got a blockade from the northwest, the northeast, and the central and the south. They are having a blockade. There is no way you can make a country of a secular state like this with 250 million massive country, a Sharia state. It's never going to happen, because all interests are focused on this country, which was never known as a Muslim state. All interests are here.
And what resources that we have here that will make us a good country, it's right here. And if because of those resources, interest from various regions, which is greater than any Islamic state, it's right here. Then tell me, how would they make Nigeria an Islamic state? It's never going to happen. So we should know the dynamics of geopolitics into this issue. We don't be saying something. If not, if we keep on saying you are giving power to them, and you come here again to talk against them, then you not give power to them, upholding whatever they are practicing in Sharia. You not declare that Nigeria is a Sharia state. It's not. It's wrong. It's counterproductive. We need state policing to bring down the laws of the Shariaism in the north, because it's set up by a constitution, and what I've been laid up, it's not laid up with Shariaism. It's been laid up by a constituted body. The National Assembly has attested to it, the presidency has attested to it, and come to look at it in a state of emergency. The federal government, the president can declare a state of emergency, and he can uphold a law and put his power on it. It will go through all this rigorous, whatever they are talking, going to the house for the national to do this, to do that. It can make plain, it can do away with that. This is national emergency. It can do away with that. Setting up a state police can do away with that. The president of the power, the president power is very powerful in terms of setting up a law when a state emergency has been declared on that particular issue. That is what the president should know, and the judiciary and the lawyers should know this too. In a state of emergency like this, what can the presidency do? Can the president uphold his power and make sure that that law goes through, and forget about all the tributaries, all the fences? Because this Sharia law itself, this state police have been brought forward, one, during Obasanjo time, two, during GJ time, it was brought forward. Even in Buhari time, they brought it in. But what happened? After talking on it in the National Assembly, when it got to voting, because the North has more senators than the South, they voted against it. It didn't even go through the second reading. They voted against it. So when you have been talking on an issue for more than 15 years, why should the cleric come here and tell us to keep on talking on an issue? And when you have a state of emergency where the citizens are being killed every day, do you require any talk to set up a state police? Are we joking in this country? Something wrong with us? Everything, we think that everything can go on by putting it on the round table. No, it's not every issue that you put on the round table itself. You have to make a drastic solution to it. After all, if we are trying to make a constitution, is it every one of us that will be on that board that will make a constitution? We have to select somebody that will speak for us. That is how it's being run. And there's always a bypass law. There's a way you can bypass a law to make an emergency thing to come to pass immediately. If you have a state of emergency on a particular issue, the president should declare a state of emergency so that will empower him to put on a state, to set up a state police. Simple as ABC. If anybody cannot set his own law, a state police, but the constitution will compel you to set up a state police. There is no room for say, I don't have money. If you don't have money, ask the federal government to borrow you money. The federal government has a lot of money. They can borrow you, they can loan you money to set up a state police. If you cannot do that, we can put a way for you. You can set up regional police. Yes, you can set it up. Or two states coming together to set up a policing system. You can do it. So what is all this argument about? Oh, if you want to set up a state police, please let us use the federal police. Let us bring a commissioner to do this. You are just doing yourself a disservice. You are stabbing yourself on the back, because there is nothing that you have in this unitary system that will comfort you, because we have practiced it for more than 30 years. It's not working. If they bring state police now, that will cool the effect. It will calm us down because we are secured. Business will rise. Other things will go up. People will be confident to do business in Nigeria and any other thing. You people should think about the benefits of state policing and stop this politicking. It's wrong. We cannot politic with our security. We need to be forceful. We need to be drastic. We need to be productive when speaking it. We should not play politics. Oh, Nigeria is this. On that ground, I know you have a lot of points to say Nigeria is elite starting doing Sharia law. Yes, it's not a declaration. When in a state, when something is not a declaration, you cannot say it is a state of Shariaism or it is an Islamic state. That's wrong. What they've done in Nigeria from joining the IOC, it's illegal. We should know that it's illegal. Anything the military did in Nigeria was illegal. That is why we are saying the constitution they gave us is illegal. Until we get that into our system and all of us speak with one voice, not playing politics, we won't get it right. That is it. Nigeria Watch, I rest my case. We should speak on this issue positively, the benefit of state police, and stop the politicking, the political side of it. Anything that will support state police, let us go ahead and speak it, and let state police be our priority. It's a must, and we must do it. Thank you.
Mr. Black Panther, after listening to you for almost 15 minutes, you still do not answer my question. I didn't see the answer there.
Which question did you ask?
So,
you didn't answer.
You have forgotten it. So that means you didn't handle the question.
Which part did you say?
The state police reduce Sharia law in the north?
I said it now. I said it. Look, Mr. Jonathan, the answer to that your question is not very precise. It's a systemic way. It's systemic. When you set up a state, look, Mr. Jonathan, I stay in the US. When laws are made, it's not immediately. It starts affecting you. It has a process. When you set up a state police is not set up that day. Even if they pass the law today, state police can only be set up after this year. You put the laws in your, you put the laws down, the state laws down, then it gradually, you know, see, Mr. Jonathan, the power, wait, hold on, listen. The power of the state police supersede any security apparatus you have in a state. The power of state police supersede. Look, Mr. Jonathan, this one is cover the answer. The power of state police.
Is Sharia law in that constitution? Whether you say the constitution,
Mr. Jonathan, state police is a law. Sharia is not a law.
How?
It's not a law in Nigerian constitution. It was not precise. Go bring it out. Let us speak it. Bring it out, and I'll bring my own out. When the law says,
can you for a minute stop this? I waited.
I said it's Sharia law is wait, Mr. Jonathan. Understand me very well. Sharia law, the way you speak it, when you say when the word Sharia, what I'm saying, it's not mentioned.
Where
it's not precise. It's not precise the way we are speaking it. But because we understand the wisdom behind it and the trick behind it, they smuggled it in with another format. At the end of it, they now said every state, the state cannot practice one religion. Sharia law is a religion.
See, let me quickly puncture. I think I get what you are saying. Just let me.
Thank you.
I know. Wait. I'm not. I completely, in its entirety, disagree with your position, with your argument. But I know where you are coming from, where you are getting your point from, and I will quickly state it. The law of the land is the constitution of Nigeria. Whether it is in the first schedule or the second schedule or the third schedule of the constitution, it is the law of the land. Sharia is in the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Therefore, it is the law of the land in that section of the country, as stated in the Constitution.
Okay, state the other section that debunked the Sharia law. State it.
Go to the Nigerian Constitution.
No. I'm talking to you now directly.
I'll give you the section right now.
Wait, I beg. Is Sharia law a religion? Is it a religion? Let us start from there.
Wait. Sharia
is Sharia a religion?
Sharia is a part of a religion. It's a system of.
Thank you. Wait, God bless you.
Okay,
now wait. We are going. I know the section. No, don't go there.
No, I will tell you. Go to.
I know you know the section.
Okay, tell me. Okay, tell me the section.
The section. I understand that section you're about to bring in.
Okay,
now I want you to also go to. I want you to wait, Oga Jonathan. Before you read that section, I want you to also read one other section.
Where?
The section that talk about the religion of the state.
This is a serious matter. Quote the
No,
section
I won't quote
so
it.
that people can
I won't
fact check
quote
right
it.
now.
I
As you
say
are
I want you
speaking,
to check.
I
want
can
you to
help
check.
you. Black Panther can
Check
help you with the sections if you want.
section that said Nigeria cannot take one religion as a state religion.
Section 10, the one you
that is
just
there in
talked
the
about.
that is there in the
Then
Constitution.
I want to ask him a question. Do these two laws you brought in,
What about
does it not contradict itself?
That is the confusion of the Nigerian state.
Then why did you say Nigeria is an Islamic state?
It is not.
Why did you not say Nigeria is an Islamic state?
It is not only that section that is contradictory. There are plethora of them in that.
Then I ask again, why did you declare Nigeria is an Islamic state? That is where I'm getting my anger from.
You can continue to deceive yourself.
When you have a contradiction, you are declaring by your own self. You are declaring
the features. When you see a man, you know the features.
The future does not give you declaration. The future does not give you declaration. That is
that's something a declaration. If it is not what is written,
if the constitution does not declare the country Islamic state, you cannot declare it on your own. You don't have the power to declare it.
See, you can say so. You can say that all you like. I will give you.
You see, now you are telling me I can say it all I like.
Let's come to our election.
Can I come in a little bit on that?
Yeah, our election says
we should be very straightforward. We don't have the power to declare anything on the constitution or say the country is a Islamic state. That's wrong.
Black Panther.
Nigeria is an Islamic. Anyway, that's your.
I will not agree with him. Let him be saying it with a low voice. Don't come and tell us here. Me, I'm a Nigerian. I'm like you. You cannot declare me an Islamic state because it's not declared by the constitution. You can't do that.
Black Panther.
You can declare Canada an Islamic state, not Nigeria. You can't do that yourself.
Listen very carefully, attentively.
Don't do. You are trying to rubbish everything we have been doing.
Black Panther, listen. Jonathan, I want to say something.
You are fighting for freedom. You are at the back of people fighting against us, telling us that what they have declared is sure.
Black Panther.
When it's not a declaration.
Black Panther, listen very well. You are talking of Sharia is a religion. Sharia is not a religion.
It's a religion, my brother. If you don't understand, you better not talk go there. You don't talk go there.
Don't just rush and say.
Don't talk go there. It's a religion.
Don't just rush and say.
Oga Oduwa, you don't understand Sharia law. Don't talk, I beg.
Don't listen.
Don't come and contradict
listen
to
here. Other people. Listen to
you
other people.
You are not saying the right thing now. It's a religion.
Sharia is not a religion.
Yes.
Sharia is a motto of a religion.
What are you saying?
Sharia is not a religion. It's a motto of a religion. And that is why, as a motto, that is why it's a law. And they put it in Nigeria constitution. So automatically,
answer my question. Answer my question. Where did they get Sharia from?
My brother. Whether you get it from people, you get it from people. You get it from people who believe this is how they're supposed to live. You get it from people who say this is how they want to live their life.
You are using Connie to answer questions.
So
you don't
they did not say Islamic. They did not say Islamic.
You are using Connie. You are not educating the people.
All right, bros. Let's let me say.
Good debate with Black Panther. You will not. And it is bad, Mr. Plaza. Please, just 10 seconds. Then you take over the floor. Just say, see. It is actually, having listened to you, that you don't understand it at all, with all due respect.
With all due respect, Mr. Jonathan, you don't understand. You don't understand, Mr. Jonathan. Who don't allow you to talk because you are contradicting my facts. Don't tell me that. You don't throw me under the carpet by saying those such words. I don't say those insulting words when we are in a public. No, I refuse that word. Take your word back. Take your word back
because I heard what you said.
I'm not a novelist. Neither am I standing under your tutorial to tell me about my country and the law governing it.
Let me go ahead.
I can never, and you can never tell me.
Nobody can have a civil conversation with
you. I can't take that as civil discussion when you are relegating me. That's wrong.
That is because what you said was wrong.
That is wrong. In an academic session, you don't say that.
Okay, when
you're not a professor, neither are you a doctor.
When Mr. Elvis comes back for the second round, then
don't stop saying all those things to people. It's wrong. You are diminishing everything they are saying.
Mr. Black Panther, let me say that from what I saw between the two of you, I believe that Mr. Jonathan probably was saying it figuratively, and you are looking at it realistically. Obviously, we're not an Islamic country. Somebody in the comment sections defines it the way it is. It's a system of law, a body of laws, and the way people who are in the Islamic tradition govern themselves when it comes to their laws and their mores and their culture and stuff like that. And it's wrong to put it in in Nigeria's secular constitution. So both of you are right in many ways, as far as I could tell, right? It came about in 1999 in the 1999 constitution, where, like you said, Section 10 prohibits the federal and state governments from adopting any religion as a state religion, establishing a multi-religious framework. We're a secular country. So that part of the section of the constitution makes it prohibitive for anybody. We don't have a state religion. Now, in sections 260 to 264, it establishes and outlines the authority, federal jurisdiction of the Sharia Court of Appeal of the Federal Capital Territory and some other areas. Now, when we're talking about some states that have Sharia, there are a few states who adopted, okay? Zamfara, Kano, Sokoto, Katsina, Bauchi, Borno, Jigawa, Kebbi, Yobe, Kaduna, Niger State, and Gombe. There are a few things wrong with that, because the way it's supposed to be, if a Christian lives in any of those states who've adopted the Sharia, they're not supposed to be subject to that. If a Christian lives in any other state, or somebody who doesn't believe in anything, they're not. But the problem we have with this Sharia issue is the same problem we have with any laws that are passed in Nigeria. They're not doing it in good faith. They're not negotiating in good faith. We could pass any law, including the beavers that we passed. The law is supposed to guide our electoral stuff. They are not doing it with good faith. They're not bargaining in good faith. Just like Madam Deborah, who's very, very sharp, very smart woman, and she called in, and Mr. Evans wanted to pin her down to take a position in abstract. If Tinubu passes a law on this and that, should she give him credit? And she didn't want to commit to that, because you pass a law, but if you're not negotiating honestly, if you think you're a jagaban, you're smart and you're clever, you're not honorable. So somebody ought to look at what you passed, see if you're compromising things that are important. The messenger makes a difference in Nigeria. So without having too much time to dabble in all these, the point is that Northerners and those who adhere to Sharia law have to understand there's one fundamental thing that we all have in that country. There is no state religion. Our constitution is secular. That aside from Nigeria itself, there are rights given to us by God. Right? There are rights given to us by God, which towards that of Nigerian laws. There are laws, rights given to us by the UN that were signed. That fundamental human rights that we also enjoy, that towards that of Nigeria. So they can't force us. They're unable to. If Nigerian Christians get upset one day and reclaim everything that belongs to us, including Janus face people like Amaechi. These Amaechi, they're one of the people that give impetus to the North to do the kind of things they're doing. Instead of educating their people, trying to make the country better, progressive, and have religion go to individuals and not make trouble, because in other countries we see it causing wars. And they're losing their ass in those wars out there. Why people have so much leverage over everybody else. So instead of making Africa strong for everybody so we could be able to defend ourselves in case this comes home, they're over there making trouble with everybody else, bringing the country down. Eventually, even if you defeat us and make us a secular state, and you have Islamic stuff going in Nigeria. Eventually, when the white folks come, they're able to do to you what they do to Iran, what they do to Iraq, what they do to every other place that is not pure white. So now, what I want to say is that it's a big topic, but people like Amaechi, they are the same ones ruling the country. That's why yesterday when I said, you just can't come and say, okay, Peter is right. Oh, Jude is wrong. Sometimes Peter is right. Sometimes Peter is wrong. Like Amaechi, he's right now. But that's the same guy that built rail line to Maradi in another country. He actually went over there and negotiated and said, hey, look, we're going to build a $2 billion infrastructure rail line for that place. Let me post that. I don't know if Mr. Elvis is here. I posted it if he wants to cross-check it. It's right here from Punch and so many other publications. So now he could come because a politician and he could defend the Catholic faith, fine. But what have been your activity over the last few years? You and Wike, you and so many other people from the South, so many Christians. You don't, every time you do these things, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. So, like, for example, Erufai, an evil guy that brought in all kinds of calamity to his committed genocide in his state against Christians. He is a spearhead of Muslim ticket. He tested it and he made the argument, look, I tested in my state, it works. He gave all kinds of reasons for it because he's a very powerful guy at the time when Buhari was there. So he's the one who implemented the Muslim ticket in 2019, I think it was. He picked a person called Hadiza Balarabe, a woman from Southern Kaduna, as his deputy. And he justified this move and then he sold it to Tinubu and others. But look at what Muslim ticket has done to him. He's in custody now. You do this evil, it's going to live after you. Somebody would trust, as good as Showore is, in 2015, he laxed and he helped bring in Buhari administration, take it over from Jonathan. And I saw him clapping, I saw him promoting that administration. But now what happened? After that, he was in jail by this Buhari administration, had his family destroyed, his brother killed, and all kinds of stuff. So you bring in this evil, it's going to spread. Once it touches one of your fingers, before you know it, you have oil all over your finger. The evil is in the land. So let's be steadfast in doing the right thing. That's all. My whole story is this: let's do the right thing. Finally, I would say again, like I said, to the way people propel propagandists. You know, this spokesman for Tinubu. Everybody knows he's an indoctrinator, a spin doctor, a demagogue, right? He is using propaganda to sell stuff. He's not somebody you're gonna be carrying on your shoulder. It's not somebody we should be quoting or trying to put in a pedestal. He's a liar. He's a propagandist. You know, so many of them, like the Arabambi, you say something. Why would anybody put up Arabambi says P2B should be out of should stop running for office? Arabambi. So if Arabambi says something, then you're gonna put it up here? He's never said anything about anything good. He's a duplicitous guy. He's a hypocrite. He's insincere. He's deceitful. Every Nigerian knows that. Peter Obi is not going to respond to him. He has no right to tell Peter Obi to resign. He doesn't. I gave the other. Now, this is the only thing that really irks me a lot. I don't like that because there's an evil there. I said to Mr. Elvis, I wish he could say something, so I don't know if he's around, because I'm going to say something about this. He says, I said to Mr. Elvis, it will be a waste of time and a disgrace if we come here and we're putting up what Asare Dokubo is saying daily about the king in Edo State, because we know he made his point. He has freedom of speech, but the daily propaganda of insults should be jettisoned on this platform. It's annoying. Arabambi Tobi, resign now. What does that mean? Arabambi is not an authority. He has no respect for us, our movement, taking Nigeria back and do what we have to do. Yes, you want to let us know what everybody's saying, but I don't like the negative headline that makes no sense. That's pure nonsense. Means nothing. These guys are no good. We have to take the country back, and we have to do it no matter what anybody says. So I'll end mine there. I would say that Rotimi Amaechi, very good, what he's doing there. But these are the people who are ruining the country, these particular individuals. So sometimes they come and they say the right thing. Sometimes they come and they say the right thing, and he said the right thing this time. But don't trust him. He is no good. He has no chance of winning any presidential election. He's not a good character, right? So we know that. If any of these people who are running are just running to win their state at the best, because if you're from the South, you're from the Southeast, we all vote the same thing. Go and look at the voting pattern. Okay, there is seldom any time the South vote one way different from the Southeast. If it's happened, maybe it's only once in one state. We vote the same way. The voting pattern is that we choose the best candidate and we support that candidate. Now, if you come out and you say, look, I'm Jonathan, President Jonathan, I'm from Bayelsa, how are you going to win without the Southeast? How? You cannot win without the Southeast. Is it the Yorubas that are going to vote for you? Is it the Northerners? If the South doesn't vote for you, then you're just going to win your state. How are you going to win? So sometimes when you say, oh, bring Jonathan to challenge Peter Obi or David Duke, how? David Duke has to be better than Peter Obi for all of us to support him. Jonathan has to be better than Peter Obi for all of us to jettison Peter Obi and support him. And we welcome any of them that's better. Come and run. Thank you very much.
6 minutes. Yeah, I only buy that once.
I yield.
Although the market's different.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Pansa. I think Mr. Alabo is there.
It's a little bit slower.
Mr. Alabo, are you there? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Please take over.
Can you hear me, Mr. Jonathan?
Yeah, yes. You have the floor. It's your time now.
Okay. Egban Jonathan, welcome. Hope you enjoy your holiday.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Oh, Mr. Elvis, God bless you for what you do, and God will continue to bless you. What I know is that it's only God that can reward you. But like I said earlier, we can do our own part just to encourage you and what we are doing, coming out every day to support you, and continue to help to like and continue to pray for you and continue to do anything in our little way to encourage you. You are doing a great job, but it's only God that can reward you. All right, Nigerians, those on the comment section, God bless you guys. My wonderful panelists, thank you for that wonderful submission from every one of you, for adding your voice, for speaking, for what is affecting every one of us. Our interest is a better Nigeria. I don't think there is anything else most of us are looking for, apart from having a system, having a government that will care for its people, that will prioritize the people, not what they want to steal. That is what everyone is praying for. Before we move on, please, my people, I will just still appeal to you. Help us like this program. Help us share this program. Subscribe to this channel. Share on your WhatsApp status. And I will appeal to my panelists. You can do the same thing. That is the only way. You can send this message through your friends. Put it on the WhatsApp group. Every necessary place you can share this program across. Then encouraging Niger Watch, your prayers, your giving, in any little way. Niger Watch is not someone that is not grateful with little that you give to him. Nothing is little for Niger Watch. You know him. So please, if it is Naira you are comfortable in sending, do it. If it's through the dollar sign you want to use, or have a super chat, you have a lot of them that you can use to encourage him, because we need our voices to go far. You can do that. A new Nigeria is coming, and that new Nigeria is possible. Together, we will get that country of our dream. Thank you. We'll talk about the man with the issue of a Sharia law. No, a lot of argument. Black Panther disagree. Mr. Jonathan Odua, every one of us. We want a better Nigeria in all this argument. If we have a government that is working, that is proactive, I don't think we'll be arguing some of these things. We'll have better things talking about the kind of software, hardware we can develop for future, to solve problem in the future. But what we are talking, everybody have left us. We are still in 17th centuries. That is the sad reality. People listening to us. One of my friends here was listening to us. He said, what are we talking about? Because some of these things we are saying here, it looks strange to people sometimes. We'll be wondering, are these people human, or who are those people ruling them? Because it's strange to some people. And we are here every day. And the people we are even talking, looking forward for them to even change. They are not willing. You can't give a criminal, someone who is stealing. A parent will know my child used to steal meat, pick money from where I used to hide money. So anytime that child go out and they are accused of doing anything, the mother will know. It is not something strange. And nobody, as it is, the people you know today, you know them from their track record that these people are criminals. So no matter how many fasting Adeboye want to fast, and he usually say he's talking to his members, and the members, Tinubu will never repent because he's not willing to change. Yes, Wike will not repent from whatever means he's using to get money. So we are just wasting our time in some of the things. This is the affairs of men. And when you are waiting for God to come and do the affairs, what you can do, you will wait till the kingdom come. I had this argument with someone to say, hey, the Tinubu is God that made him a president. I say it's a lie. It's a lie. God has given us a choice to choose good and bad. It is optional. It is your choice. But there is one thing about you for you to know, that whenever you want to do the evil, your mind will tell you this thing you are doing is not good. That is when you still have the conscience. Then, like characters like Tinubu, that their conscience is already dead. They don't have human feeling anymore. So no matter any action they are taking, they don't have that anything talking to them, or repent or do this thing. What you want to do is bad. They have done evil beyond having that kind of consciousness. That is one thing you should understand. There is no way you want to tell Yesu Wike that this is the true law of the land. No, it's the law of Wike. That is why we tell you wait for the true copy of the judgment. We are when you will sit down and write, do the ones they want to do, and when they come out, it always favors Yesu Wike. So those kind of people, is it the people you want to waste time in praying for? No. So let us stop this religious something. We're wasting our time. When we talk about the Sharia law, the only thing that people sometimes maybe dislike the manner and their approach, we have a Bible scripture which we call the law of Moses, which is a kind of things them are bringing their own to put. Law of Moses apply to a lot of organization, a lot of government, any successful government. This thing, every country you go is there. Is it not there shall not steal? If you steal in a law, what are they doing apart from our politicians that are going? So those are law, and we have values which every one of us respect those values except for criminals who have seen themselves, they are above values and cultural values, everything, they are above it. So we have lost it all. We have lost it. I listened to Pat Utomi. I say, oh, is it not the thing I've been shouting here? That our moral value and cultural value is dead. Politicians have introduced wrongdoing and people have accepted that pattern. And it's going to be difficult. It will take time. That is why we believe Peter Obi will come in place and things will be okay. So the Sharia law is not supposed to even be something that would have been affecting Nigerians. It is your religion, yes. Sharia law is a law that guides the Muslims. It's a law they put in place to guide their people on what to do. Where it affects us Nigerians is when you are imposing it on me that is not an Islamic person. I am not a Muslim, I'm not in your religion. It's when you want to implement that law and it now affect me, my own right in a secular country we say we are. That is the area that people are spitting out and calling out and saying, no, you can't bring this in. So when this argument of is it a religion or is it, it's a law that guides the Muslim people. Muslim, Islamic, Islam is a religion. And they have this law. Like we will have our Bible law and how God wants us to live. And we don't impose it on someone who is a pagan. We don't impose it on someone who is a Muslim that you must repent. If you don't repent, God said we should kill you. God did not instruct people so. The law in the Christian does not force anybody, you must repent or do this. Nobody come to enforce it. So their own approach is the problem that is causing Nigerians this setback. You can't put something and you are forcing people. You say, oh, you have drink. Allow the God you say you serve to act like the way it is in the Bible now. Let God see. He's the one that decides to say, I show mercy to whom I choose to show. If it works like that, that is how God performed. Do you think Tinubu will be alive? All of you who go travel to Mecca to go and stone devil, do you think he will be alive? It doesn't work like that. So any law you want to bring your pattern of law because of that, oh, state police shouldn't stay because you perceive it's going to be something that is going to affect your own religion. No, Nigeria is a secular state. No law that supersedes the law of the land. So whether it's Islamic, whether it's Christian, everybody will obey the law of the government, not the law, the Sharia law that you will now say because of your Sharia law, state police shouldn't come in place. What we are appealing and watching out for is something Nigerians have been clamoring for. It's a better preparation. Nigerians have been saying remove fuel subsidy. But the manner in which this man came to remove the subsidy is why every one of us is suffering today. So that is why people are still saying, please, this state police is something that we welcome. And it's telling at the moment. But the approach and how this man, because the man who wants to bring it is a man of questionable character. He cannot give you something free without his interest. That is where Nigeria are concerned about. So let it be something we'll be talking about to say, oh, we want to scrutinize, we want to know what you are putting in place in this state police. How is it going to be run? How is it going to be funded? who is going to be appointing people, who will be the superintendent, who will be the commissioner, who will be the IG or AIG. So those are things we want to see, not a way that National Assembly will sit down and say page 1 to 10, pass and just cover. The content in that things, Nigerians are not aware. So those are kind of things we should be talking about, and not because of the interest of what you believe or your religion. So because of that, the country should stand still for you. No. We want a better country. And for every one of you, please, I will encourage you, please, keep checking your PVC time to time from your ward level to your unit using the INEC portal, monitor it. There is a strategy in place to rig us, to move your polling unit out of where you are during the election. APC have obtained a lot of PVC, and people, they believe that they are going to vote for them come 2027. So any other one that does not align with them, one thing is going on is they are double register is what is going on. Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, your name now, they will go and use the same name and use your data because they have access to your data, they know. So they will go and double register your name and obtain another new PVC, and you will be holding a old PVC. So when you go to do, your old PVC is no longer recognized. It's the new one that is working, and that new one is in the hands of APC. So Nigerians, let us be watchful and continue to raise this concern. That is the only way we can remove these evil people. They are not willing to go. They are not willing to leave power for you. They have told you that power is not served a la carte. They have told you that it's not going to be easy, that all is fair and all is okay. Whether grab it or run away with it. It's another one. And when he's telling us removing and releasing this kind of utterances, every one of us should take it serious. He told us in 2023 that power is not served a la carte. You have to snatch it, grab it, and run away with it. And he did it. Now he's telling us all is fair in politics. Stealing is fair in politics. Buying people is fair in politics. Destroying opposition is fair in politics. And his useless son, Yesunwike, has confirmed it and telling us that they even have worse to do. So Nigerians, 10,000 of these people, 50,000 of these people cannot stand us. Let us unite. We talk about the smart ballot. Let us get involved in any way we can do. Get into the system. If you truly love a new Nigeria, let us come together, identify ourselves, and see how we can chase out APC. Like we said, many platform volunteers have raised a kind of parallel. See, what I want to tell us for us to know, very soon campaign will start. What is going to be kicking? Bring out the video of Buhari, where he make reference of the bamboo and this, how they will lie on the road. Bring out the video of Erufai, why he said what is going to be in a body bag, people will return. Let it be what a message will be playing to APC to know come 2027. Bring it out what Osimba just said. He said there will be a parallel government if Tinubu rig election. So these are messages we should put. They said it, not you. So we're going to send this message to them and let them know it's not going to be business as usual. But are we ready? Are we willing to take this step and take back our country if we are not united? So let us focus. Like I said earlier, I said yesterday, the ball we have at hand today, let us focus on the ball, which is Peter Obi. Is the ball, and our target is the goalpost. We want to go through that goalpost. Characters like Arabambi is inconsequential. It's not necessary for us. I know some of you are questioning why the presenters are just looking. You can see how those people are disappointed. They were telling him, bring the fact, bring something. I saw it in their face, their reaction. They know that whatever he's saying is stupid. There is no anything. There is no anything. Judiciary, they come Saturday, they sit Sunday, and they give judgment. Are they not civil servant? In those days, in olden days, I listened to Mr. Jonathan. It does happen even till today in Nigeria. People still do those things. They can still mark it for you. You go to your school, if the day the lecturer is available, they can do anything for you. and do it and sign it. It doesn't really matter. So whatever thing he's saying is just so stupid. When I listen to him talking about pass in English, yeah, the same thing he said to us, apart from maybe you doing anything science or you want to do maybe electrical engineering or mechanical engineering, that is when we will tell you you must have this credit in mathematics. So for you to study philosophy, sociology, you need pass. At least pass, that is what it is. So when he's talking anything, he's just stupid and silly. He doesn't know what he's doing. The
He
question
doesn't
will be
know.
left to
I
ask.
doubt. See, Mr. Labo, I
So
doubt even
is he
if
ignorant?
I even doubt if that man even goes school self. See, when you want to enter university in Nigeria back then,
No, it's corruption. Mr. Jonathan, it's corruption.
English that is maths that is talking about, in Nigerian universities that time, math is, you don't need credit if you are doing those social
From
sciences,
some
humanity
courses, math, you don't
courses.
even need math. Where
You
that will
don't need a
pass.
pass in federal
Mr.
universities. You
Jonathan,
just need a pass. It's not, you
you don't
don't
even
need the
need pass.
credit.
That is
Mhm.
why I'm wondering.
Even in
You
lieu
don't
of
need. You don't
English,
need.
I
You
know
just
this because see, even University of Lagos, even University of Lagos, those of us who enter University of Lagos, in lieu of English language, if you are doing mass communication, which I know very well, is literature. People enter with literature, with
You
English
don't
literature.
need maths. You don't even need maths in
yes.
social
I'm even
science.
talking of,
You don't need those ones
I'm even
mathematics.
talking of English. English. People are listening. Even in lieu of English, you go in with English literature. Okay, that English literature, when literature was still literature in Nigeria, it's not a joke. You know, no, I don't know. Maybe those who have
In University of Port Harcourt, if you want to read and say statistics, mathematics, and one other course, had additional mathematics, you don't need English. All you need is just a pass in English.
you need
That's
a
all.
pass. Even as I
That's
said,
all.
even
Yes,
where
you don't need. You don't
you
need.
don't even where they require.
Arabambi.
Not be say,
Arabambi is
not be
just
say we want
ignorant
support
of
Peter
this. When
Obi.
I
Oh.
listen to
Not
him
be say we
talking.
want support Peter Obi. Let them check
No,
us,
yes, I
fact
mean
check it.
this is something all of us go through now. It's not because we want to support Mr. Black Panther. You know, this is the things. There are some courses you need to do. You don't need pass. You don't even need mathematics for you to do them. So, but the minimum is someone you want to do at least pass in maths and English. Nobody is going to force you to go and get this thing. And you are not talking of your own that sent you to come, Arabambi. Tinubu do not even have this one that Peter Obi have. And when he's talking about name, Mr. Jonathan,
My
let me
dream nation,
clarify
my
this.
dream nation. Even during the
In
time,
Catholic,
sorry, sir.
in Catholic. Okay.
Even during the time of Peter Obi coming down to the 90s, if you are doing a course that require English while you are in science, you are giving a bypass way in going for pre-studies in the university so that they can look at your grades in that course. If you get an average mark, they will now admit you to the university. That is it. We have all pre. They call it pre something, and they give you the name.
See, you
They do
don't
it
know
University of Port
anything.
Harcourt now.
That man don't know anything. Even self,
No.
there are
Mr.
people
Jonathan,
who
let me
enter
just talk about the name issue, sir.
the
Sorry
name. You see
for
the name. You
before
see the name.
Black Panther interrupted.
The name issue that
I
he
want
was
to
talking
explain
about.
that name that is
Okay, all
confusing
right. Okay,
Arabambi.
okay.
Look at it. In Catholic, they have what they call Peter is his baptismal name. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is one thing is confusing them. Some people put it on their CV. Some people don't want to put it on their listing. Some will put it the complete name. So it doesn't mean you put your name how you want to put. That is his name, Peter. So sometimes he goes with the one that is the original one. So everybody have their baptismal name which they add. So Peter is his baptismal name.
Thank you.
So that is
Thank
one
you.
thing they do not
See,
understand.
see,
Peter
I
did
have
not
my.
forge
Let me use
any
myself,
name.
Mr.
He
Alabo.
did not forge any name.
Mr. Alabo. Let me use myself as
Yeah.
an example. My birth name. They gave me my names at birth, right? Those names were on my birth certificate. my baptismal name, that one was 2 years after my birth when I did my baptism. That name also, I have my baptismal certificate. So that baptismal name was also inserted. In fact, the Jonathan that I'm bearing is my baptismal name.
After your birth, Abi?
After my birth, I have my birth certificate.
You see,
I have my baptismal. This Jonathan is my baptismal name, and it was given to me 2 years after birth. I have my certificate today. So,
like me, I have 4 names. I only put 2 names on my certificate. Even in my baptism, they didn't even put they only put 1 name. They didn't put the other one. So if I present and I say not me get see, this Arabambi, if I catch him individually,
I was thinking maybe he wants to bring another thing that has a different name from the name Peter Obi has been presenting in public. That is why I want people not to worry. The way people are looking at those people that interview, those people are staff. They brought this guy, gave him a platform. They thought he have something to say. But when they notice that he has nothing to offer, there is no evidence to present.
He made mention of he made mention of NYC and whether there's a sitting of the Senate on Saturday or Friday. Look, me here, the same thing that happened to Peter Obi. Let me say it now. Let me say it now. Let me say it on air. The same thing that happened to Peter Obi happens to me. The Senate sat because they didn't compile our own set. They mistakenly didn't compile it from the register. The Senate have to sit on Saturday so that we'll make the second batch. And they gave us the next after 2 weeks, the next Saturday, they now gave us our personal batch from NYC because they have to bring the collation in a booklet so that you check your name, whether your name is spelled well. In case it's not spelled well, they'll return it back for them to bring the call-up letter in the appropriate name. That was what happened to me. I got my call-up letter on Saturday. I had to go and bring my HOD from his house. I drove him to the school. He now had to go to the Senate who have sat in passing us. He now went there and took our name out and gave us our pass up to NYC on Saturday.
The date was on a Saturday, right?
Yes, now.
All this way, you don't need to stress yourself.
So why is he talking about Peter Obi? He no go university in America.
There are a lot of
Senate can sit anytime.
A lot of things that will happen. Senate any day they can come and sit any day. It does not really necessary, but something must bring them to sit. So that one is something. He's just talking trash. So whatever thing we are waiting for his
even Peter Obi and professor, the Senate, the one of the professors spoke. I think the former vice chancellor of Peter Obi, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, I think so. He spoke now. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago. He spoke that Peter Obi is a bona fide alumni of the school. I don't know where this one is coming from. That let him go to court now. He doesn't want to go. He's talking. He's using public court.
Mr. Black Panther.
Let him go to court.
A man who went through that school and he brought bank. He was the one that brought bank to that school as a student too. So it is something they know. He has a classmate. He has coursemate who graduated the same year with him. So this is somebody. You are working for Tinubu.
Yes.
A man left a space. He could not explain to Nigeria what happened to primary school. He could not explain to Nigerians what happened to secondary school. It only going to put Chicago University.
Alabo.
That is
like
no
Alabo.
And
like my own.
Say up to this moment.
Let me tell Arabambi. If you want to know my own, if I dey contest, anytime I contest, Arabambi, my classmate, now Pastor Richard Jaffor's son. If you want to know me, my classmate, Richard Jaffor's son, me I sit for the same for University of Port Harcourt. So all these people where in a president where they support no get classmates, so you come and they make noise. I can tell you my classmates from primary school, secondary school to university. I go tell you, all of them they I go call their name, phone them, I get their phone number. So all these people where no get, they just make nonsense.
I just want to muddle the water because of you know, just to mess things up, mix it together so that while people are talking about Tinubu's ineligibility, they want to insert Obi's own so that it becomes an argument. So which one is which? So
Yeah, you are right.
that's
You are
just the
right.
game they are
You're
playing.
right.
Yeah.
You know,
You're right.
you see, Mr. Alabo, are you done? Mr. Alabo.
Okay. Mr. Yes. So let me
Let
just
us just be
summarize.
talking so that we'll
I
just
want
be going
to.
like that.
Yeah, I want to go back
Let
to
me
that.
just summarize on the
Yeah.
issue of like what I'm saying. Some people are just questioning. See, what I'm saying, I'm not supporting Sharia law. I've explained it now. I said Sharia law is the law that guide the Muslim people. They put that to guide their people. Then we, the Christian, we have our law that will follow the Bible, which apply to 90% of people still follow that Moses law. Even the Muslims still follow the Moses law. So the problem we are having here is your approach and how you are imposing your own law to affect everyone in the world. It doesn't happen like that. And you are enforcing the law for God. Those are things we are questioning, raising concern. You cannot come and put Sharia law and say it must affect me who does not believe in your own religion. That is a call for concern. That is why we are saying, raising this concern that this thing has to even live. So if a state police of Tinubu will come in place and will take about, is it Al-Shabaab or which one they have in that Kanu? Isba.
I want to ask you a question. Why did they rebuke him? Why did they
Thank
rebuke
you
him?
very much, Alabo. I will say something here. Thank you very much. This is what I said.
Okay, sir.
When we say Sharia law, Sharia this thing, even creating state police, it did not stop Sharia law from these people that are practicing Sharia. The only thing he will stop is that they are Ashibab police they created. If they want
that is what we are saying now, Mr. Odua. You know they understand. You understand. We are telling you that if they set up Sharia, if they set up state police, Al-Shabaab go stop.
You did
because
not
the law go
you did
override
not
them.
say Ashibab. You say it will stop
No,
their
now the thing
Sharia.
why they talk. I don't know the name. I just remember the name now. I don't know the name.
Because
It's Isba police.
It's
not going to stop the Isba police. The state
if it stop Isba story, that's the end now.
No,
the reason we ask yourself is that will Sharia law cancel Isba? Will it
no,
cancel?
the thing I want to say, the thing I want to say,
the state police, Mr. Odua, the question in this regard is that will state police cancel Isba police?
No, I don't even say cancel you did not cancel. What I want to say is that even let's say that's Isba police that we are talking about. If these people create state police, if they send those people, they will put in their police. So they will collect them from those positions they are. They will make them as state police of their people, of their this thing.
Yes, you are right. You are right on that part. You are still right.
So to buttress your point further, the state police, in my own opinion, will strengthen Sharia law in those northern states. Because as you said now, it is typical Sharia person that they will have in state police. So it's not going to cancel it or eliminate it. I don't see how.
See. We are not talking about. I don't agree of total cancelling. See, this thing we are doing in Nigeria, if we think say we'll forcefully, even the constitution, to get a new constitution, it's not by force. It's going to be systematic. It's going to be a gradual push. What I'm saying here is that you are right to say it might not 100% cancel because it's a religion of individual. Yes, I believe from that perspective. But it's going to reduce, the state is going to, the state itself, the Nigerian state itself. No, let me just conclude this so that you get it. The individual state themselves, they are going to get hold of their state perfectly to work in favor of them. The religious aspect will now be downtrodden into individual home. So anybody that it should not be so They should not. You should not be doing like they are shouting it now. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to have a voice like it has now. That is systematic. That is what we call systematic
The
bringing
thing
it
is,
down.
the
And
people that are
that's how a civilized country they work.
Mr. Black Panther, the people that are saying they don't want state police now, it is that they are not really that against state police. So the reason they are saying those things now, the police that is heading Edo State now, if you check his name, is from that Mustafa or Ibrahim. The one is heading Enugu. The one is heading Ibadan. The one is all those things. They know that by the time you create state police, those things will not stop. So
Thank you. Now you are getting to where I'm going to. Thank you, Mr. Odua. That is where
it will not be either Osesobo or one of it must be the name that come from Edo State. If you go to Ibadan, it must be the name that come from Ibadan. If you go to Enugu, it will be the name that come from Enugu. This is what they are afraid of.
It's so going to cancel their conquest mindset.
This is what you need to say. Not just not to say it's this is what you need to say. That conquest, this thing is what they know that this state police is going to take away from their hand. Now, a person come from Zamfara, come to kidnap in Ekpoma. Who come from Zamfara went to Ondo and delete people from the church. Who came from Zamfara went to Ebonyi State to go and make sure that people could no longer go to farm. Those things will stop and those are what they are afraid of. And they are trying to convince you. If really Sharia law is operating, let me tell you, if Sharia law is operating, by now, the entire North, I believe people that will have hand and leg from those they are boys, it will not more than 50,000 of them. Because all those villages that support these things, by now, both their male and their female, they will have cut their hand and their leg. So Sharia law, they are not really for Sharia law.
There are places in the north where they are doing it. You know that, see, it's not a joke. Sharia law is in the north. But finish your line so that
those you said, I understand. Those state, the only thing they are the thing when we are calling Sharia law, what they are doing here is just because they hate especially the Igbos, they don't want them to come and be selling drinks. So that is the Sharia law they are practicing. Or the man who they feel.
How many states in the north are practicing Sharia law?
Now, because with the state, at least that Ishba is a battery.
Mr. Odua, how many states in the north? I want to throw it to everybody. How many states in the north are practicing 12? Okay.
Now,
that means other northern states are not doing it.
No, it is not all the states are doing it. Thank God we say it's 12 states. That means those states now are the ones that have Ishba as their police. And that's 12 states.
Not even all of them have Ishba. It's only about 3 of them, I believe. So.
Okay.
I believe
and that states now, those states now, there is amongst those states that they are kidnapping people for ransom.
Now. Yes,
so
now.
if the Sharia law are really working, I believe those states by now they will have turned to half hand and half leg. So the thing is, they are just there to say we don't want Igbo to come and sell drinks. They don't want the Yoruba, we don't want the Bini or the Calabar to come and bring one of their or the Zone people to come and bring one of the two things they believe that can give them money from the north. That is just the truth. It is not the Sharia law. It is not because
they can rear cows on the street of the on the street.
It's not what don't. It's not because. It's not because.
You see why you know why are the press make you not give power to these people. You know, at the beginning of this year, when this insurgent started, we were saying they want to try to Islamatize Nigeria. I was telling you that not be the two they want to be that. What they want to do is to take the resources. If you don't have the resources of a country in your pocket, you cannot do that thing you want to do. The first principle is to get the resources. If they get the resources, they will get every machinery in the country. Because if you look at the Islamic world now, what they are doing, they get the resources of that country. then they capture the Senate and capture the presidency before they come. This is something that's going to be almost impossible in a secular state of 250 million more of a population. Nigeria is a massive country. If people, all
Oga
these
Chris,
map
you
what they
dey
give us.
backstage. How you take reach backstage? Oga Chris.
See,
Go ahead,
let me
Black
say
Panther.
this, Black Panther. Let me say this.
Oga Chris, I don't see
Let
you.
me say this. What I said
How you
earlier.
take reach backstage? I don't say you don't spend 7 years for there.
Let me say this before Mr. Chris comes in. You see, you know, it wasn't my intention to go this route, but because of the position of Mr. Black Panther, I think there's need for me to do that. See, I understand the nationalism, the patriotism side of what we are trying to do, but it doesn't change the fact. As much as the Constitution prohibits state religion, Islamic rule, number one, Islamic rule under the Sharia law is constitutional and binding in those states that operates it, that it operates within those states that has Sharia law. It's constitutional and it is binding on the people of that state. Mr. Peter Obi will say this.
It is binding, but the Constitution.
Wait. Mr. Peter Obi will say this. He will say they love confusion in Nigeria. This is it. This is another confusion. And I said that number two, see, if you are, I understand the nationalism side, patriotism side that you are going.
No, I'm going to your constitutional side now, so that you understand it clearly.
It's the Constitution that I'm talking about here.
Yes, I agree with that portion when you talk now. I agree with it.
Written? Is it see the Nigeria is a confusion state. It's a state of confusion. It doesn't have to be written expressly in the Nigerian Constitution before they make it legal.
No. That's where you got it wrong. That you are working under assumption now.
It's not.
It doesn't need to be written. It doesn't need to be written to be called. That one is under assumption in academic world.
Wait, let me give you 2 instances. Just 2. Your currency, your naira has an Islamic inscription on it. Is it written in the Nigerian Constitution? Doesn't the Constitution tells every one of us that Nigeria is a secular state? Why then
you have? You are right.
I'm not done. See, I want to lay it out for you.
No, you've already laid it out. You've already laid it out. The Constitution covers all the things you are talking about.
Why do you have Islamic inscription?
Yes. Okay, let me tell you. Let me answer the question why you have it. Let me answer why you have it. You see, I said earlier on that Nigeria is a 4th state. It's a 4th state. Everything you have in this 4th state was unlawfully inscribed into the state. Because if something is not lawfully done, we don't give backing to that thing. If you give a back to it, become a law. That is where I'm coming from.
See, whether
it's reality I'm saying now.
Whether it was forced or not, the issue is that it's operational.
Nigeria is not declared yet.
The issue is that it is operational in the country. Your currency
is operational in the north. Don't say the country. In the north, the specific.
Your currency is your currency spent only in
the currency doesn't matter. You not call for say you don't have to use currency.
For you. I'm not going to argue.
Don't argue it. I want you to not to argue. I will tell you why. You don't use the wait now, Mr. Make I explain something for you. Make I explain something for just this point. Just this one point. Make I give you this one point. See, Sharia law. Without Islam, you cannot have Sharia law. When Islam comes into a place, then Sharia law can arise. That on that premises, that is why I said Sharia law is Islam. Now, the Constitution say you cannot. This is fundamental. You will know fundamentals of every constitution. This is fundamental. In every constitution, it should be mentioned. You cannot, in Nigeria, say you cannot adopt any religion as a
Black
state
Panther,
religion.
it's
That was
okay.
why Wike
You
had
can allow them to
problem
talk.
with many
Black
northern
Panther,
states.
Black Panther
Thank you,
is
sir.
okay.
Mr. Chris, Mr.
Yeah,
Chris,
good
Black
evening.
Panther will
Good
not let
evening.
someone speak. He won't.
Good evening,
He will just be
everybody.
Oh,
jumping.
but
Good
you have
evening,
been speaking
everybody.
now.
No, you
Black
have
Panther
not.
is
See,
okay. Black Panther is okay. Good evening, everybody. Thank you all. I don't know. I'll just stand on existing protocol. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. I know the
Thank
time
you,
is fast
Chris.
spent.
Mr. Jonathan, one thing on
Oga
the forget,
Alabo,
and I suppose understand Black Panther.
Oga
Me
Alabo,
wanna
wait
know Black
now. I
Panther.
don't really dey talk.
Is what? Okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
sir.
Oga Alabo, I don't really dey talk. See, I dey greet Mommy Diaspora now. You cancel my thoughts. For me, I greet Mommy Diaspora
Oh,
again.
sorry.
Mommy Diaspora, thank you so much for doing this with us every day. May the good Lord continue to bless you, keep you, bless the work of your hand, and bless everybody that mean well for you. And every other person on the panel, I want to say good evening to you, and the people listening to us from all over the world. It's the midweek broadcast of this important political show. I want to thank you all for making it a date with us today. You see, and without much ado, I think the core issue today is this Sharia, the Muslim, Sharia, Islam, and the separation of the states, and the fact that if Nigeria is a secular state or is an Islamic state or whatever. Well, the way I see it, I'm not talking for Oga Jonathan, but what I understand Oga Jonathan was trying to say, it's not as if Nigeria is an Islamic state like that, but the operational system of Nigeria, maybe figuratively, I think that's how I see it. But apart from just figuratively, Black Panther, you remember the currency that Oga Jonathan already mentioned. Apart from that, the Nigerian military, have you seen what is written on Nigerian military? It is
he
written
won't let
with
me land now. He
Arabic.
won't let me talk, Mr. Chris. He
It-
won't.
It's written.
Thank you.
It's written in Arabic. And now, Black Panther, listen to this carefully. That case went to the court. I think just like 2 or 3 weeks ago, that inscription, these Islamic people, they warned in the court that it will not be removed. It's not going to be removed. It is there. It was at the beginning of Tinubu's administration that some people took that matter to court. It went through all the courts of the federation and it survived. Now, Black Panther, look at this carefully. When Ebele Jonathan did the centenary celebration of Nigeria 2014, that was when they started a new 100 naira note with Nnamdi Azikiwe's picture, portrait on that new 100 naira without Islamic inscription. That was part of the many sins of Ebele Jonathan. That was part of the reason why he had to go. Now, talking about the constitution, the Sharia, and Islam, Black Panther, you are perfectly right when you said that the constitution said that no state shall adopt any other religion, not even any other religion. No state shall have any religion as the religion of that state. That is what that constitution said. But in the same constitution, Black Panther, the Sharia law was mentioned 73 times. Record 73 times in that same constitution. And apart from that, the same constitution made provision for Sharia courts up to appeal courts, Sharia appeal courts. The same constitution that said that no state, that Nigeria is a secular state. Wait, it's not finished. Do you know when we say the Sharia law is only for Muslims in the north, that is the biggest fallacy of all times. I'll tell you, we are all very aware that in Kano State, for example, every time they destroy
Oga Chris,
alcohol,
we will close in 15 minutes.
okay, I'll quickly do a
Thank you, sir.
roundup. Every time they destroy alcohol, every now and then, that alcohol, which people it belong to? They are not Muslims, they are Christians. They are secular people, they are everyday people. And again, it is okay for people to say that Nigeria is a secular state. How come every year, not once, not twice, every time, state government, federal government, they kept making provision for pilgrimage now to both Christians and the Muslim? How come it is like that? So you see, the earlier we wake up to realization, the better. Now, there was this Kanu judge, a judge in Kanu that they discovered, not just that they discovered, many of them like that, they didn't go to law school per se. They went to their Sharia, whatever, and they rose. They rose and rose and rose. They became appeal court judges. Tanko Mohammed, your Supreme Court, that's your number one lawyer, law officer in the country. Have you looked at his qualification carefully? He rose through the rank of the Sharia law system. So you see, we cannot see all these and we want to shy away from what's the truth.
Mr. Chris, with all these points you made, can you declare that Nigeria is a Sharia a Muslim state?
No.
Thank you.
I can't declare. No, I can't declare, but figuratively, I can say, I beg, even if they use my talk in Nigeria.
I agree with everything you are talking about in the constitution. I agree with everything. But where I'm not agreeing that you cannot make a declaration when the constitution
No,
did not
Black
declare.
Panther, I don't even think that Jonathan's declaration was like, okay, Nigeria and a Sharia country or whatever. I think it's just figurative expression. You understand? For
You see,
example,
Mr. Chris, the issue is
Yeah.
this. When something has a semblance, of a particular thing, it is what it is. It is that thing.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and I said, you see everything, because Black Panther will not allow you speak. Everything, but you are speaking for me. You are speaking. But everything I want to say, I plan to say one by one. I said earlier, I have 10 of them. But thank you. At least I have listened to you. You have mentioned about 5. 5 of them.
Morgan Jonathan, which 10 you want mention apart from the one where you mentioned now? Which 10 again you want mention?
Thank you. Did you see now? So you ask question. Me, I will answer.
Which one be 10 you go mention? Me, I don't mention more than 5 here. You agree?
We get 15 minutes. No worry. I'll just
I don't agree with your own.
I'll round up in 3 minutes. So the core question, the core issues are these. We shouldn't shy away from these findings. See, there are 2 extra things again. You see that Islamic Organization of Islamic Conference where you talked about. Say we started as what do they call it? Observing member, or there's a proper term, as in we are not part of them, we just be observing. Then before you know, we started contributing. Do you know now that there is a football competition of Islamic nations, Arabic nations? So Nigeria, they participate for that game. Nigeria participates, yet we are a secular nation. So you see, we can decide to say whatever we want to say. We can decide to preach whatever we want to preach. But as long as our constitution has Sharia law, legal backing to Sharia law, Sharia was mentioned 7 and 3 times. And the constitution made provision for Sharia courts, appeal court in Sharia, and the judgment that comes from those places, they are valid. I'll tell you a story. I've told everybody here that I worked in the notes. When you want to, how do I say it? If you want to send your papers, maybe you want to send your paper, go abroad. Now they'll say, okay, may you go court, may them go certify those papers. Niger State, as close to the FCT as Niger State, before you even see normal courts, it was difficult. I had to write to them overseas that, look, most of the courts I'm having here, they are Sharia. I hope it is okay. And they said it is fine, that they have people from other Islamic countries that don't even have any other secular courts apart from Sharia court, and they accept documents that were authenticated from those courts. Now, Black Panther, you see the shocking thing. You see in the South, we have customary courts. Customary courts now courts wey go dey deal with custom, but in the notes they replaced customary court with Sharia.
With Sharia,
You see,
yes, I know.
yes, they replaced customary court with Sharia court. So you see the problem. If we dey talk say Sharia courts is not backed by the constitution, of course it is backed. You are indirectly saying that customary courts should not also be recognized in the southern part of the country. But the bigger picture is this. The bigger picture is this. I think what led to all this argument was that state police thing. State police thing. By all standard, Nigerians, I'm saying this without any iota of bias. Anytime, no matter the person that's in power, if any government, any president is trying to do something, you look at the people that are against those things. If it is the Islamic North, if it is the Sharia people, if it is these Murik people, you know that that is one thing that is supposed to liberate Nigerians, that is supposed to devolve power to the states, to the regions. Immediately they start attacking those policies, you know that it is actually a good policy that will set Nigeria free. Because
Now God will
what they
bless you, Oga
yes,
Chris.
what those guys understand is a feudal state. It is not what we understand. Because they don't see the reason why you want to give everybody everything. They need slaves. They need captives to keep perpetuating their dreams and aspirations. They believe that everybody cannot be there. Surprisingly, the same thing applies in Emirati. All these Dubai and the rest when they talk. So it's just that the difference in their own, we say they carry everybody along. Everybody is as wealthy as they can be. But that's the difference. But in our side, it is completely different. That is why, see, today, one of the hatred they had against Awolowo was because of that education, free education for everybody. And people from the Midwest, that's Bender State now, you know, we all have to be eternally grateful for that thing Awolowo did. You know, we all were part of it because Ambrose Ali was from UPN. He was a mobile anatomist from Ibadan. It was from Ibadan they seconded him to come to Bender State to come and contest under UPN Action Group people. And luckily,
Mr. Dublin,
won. Yeah,
Mr. Chris Dublin, I'm
yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. I know you have this radio voice. We can listen to you all day, and you're always right. Could I use 2 minutes to wrap up my closing, and then I'll exit? And I think
Yeah,
we're good
yes,
for
please
15
do. I
minutes.
think it's even 15 minutes. I've used too much of the 15 minutes. Please
It's
do. I'll
okay.
just try to talk there. Yeah.
Yeah, what you're
So
saying
after
is
fan part, everybody can just keep talking to exhaust the remaining 10 minutes. Thank
yeah,
you.
let me associate myself with your remarks. I don't disagree with anything you said. What I see, even in this debate between Black Panther and erudite Mr. Jonathan Kinsley, is just that the Northerners, the Muslims, they're not negotiating in good faith. They have in mind that Nigeria is an Islamic state. That's what they think. And they're just doing it cunningly, trying to do it one by one. And obviously, Mr. Black Panther rejects it like I do. It's a charade. We have a constitution, as shambolic as it is. It has section 10, which prohibits the federal and state governments from adopting any religion as a state religion, thereby establishing a multi-religious framework for all of us. You don't have to believe in anything. So now, in sections 260 to 264, like I said earlier, they have an outline, the authority of federal jurisdiction of the Sharia court, which now the problem we have, obviously, you have this Sharia court of appeal in the federal capital territory. Section 275 to 279 authorize and govern the creation, composition, and powers of a Sharia court of appeal for any state that requires one. Now, sections 262 and 277 limit, that's a key word, limit the appellate and supervisory jurisdiction of these Sharia courts explicitly to civil proceedings involving questions of Islamic personal law. So the scope is a personal law only. So under the text of the Constitution, Sharia is legally confined to matters like marriage, validity, divorce, family relationships, guardianship, inheritance, wills, that kind of thing, the civil thing. And there has to be consent among the parties for even these civil matters to apply. Even if you're a Muslim, you could say you don't want it, right? So if you don't consent and agree to submit to that jurisdiction, it wouldn't apply to you. But that's in paper. They've been, trying to make it real for all those states. Now, the criminal law debate, which is where we are, while 12 northern states that I mentioned earlier have extended Sharia into broader criminal codes since 1999, the constitutional basis for these expanded criminal codes remains a subject of ongoing legal debate, as we saw between our two able panelists here. So with that, I would submit, and I would come back tomorrow or the next time, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis and fellow panelists. It's been an interesting debate, and those in the comment section.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chris. Let me quickly say this.
I can hear you.
Yeah. See, I think I'm echoing.
Yeah, everybody's echoing.
It's from Niger Watch. It's from Niger Watch. Let him mute. It's from Niger Watch. Watch, when you mute.
All right. I think it's better now. You see, let me say this. Mr. Chris, I said earlier, you pointed out most of what I intended to say. You pointed, a big chunk of them out. I talked about currency. You talked about the military. Aside from the military, you also talked about the court system extensively, which is it. And Mr. Pansat just talked about it now. The court system is in the Constitution, Section 275 to 279, explicitly gives the Sharia backing, legal backing.
Under supervision.
Whether it is under supervision of what? It is the law of the land. It's the Nigerian Judicial Council, the same way the regular law is. Nigerian Judicial Council, which is it. But it has, when I say something has a semblance of a state, what are those things? Your currency, your military, your court system. And when Mr. Pansat, another point that I wanted, highlight again, Mr. Pansat also said, he talked about the areas that the Sharia law primarily covers. It said it's about family-related, inheritance, personal. Those are the key things in a country. You may just highlight it when they say inheritance. Do you know what inheritance entails? It is all-encompassing. It is what all-encompassing, but the word inheritance, legally, if they go into it, family law, those are the key things anyways, as far as I'm concerned, for any right-minded person. When you take those...
Now we don't have time more.
Yeah, Mr. Kinsley, it's a very important point I want to make. Maybe 30 seconds. No matter what, if they're just limiting it to those personal issues, then that'll be okay. Because in our courts, when the standards come to preponderance of evidence, you show more. The only problem is if they take it to criminal codes, whereby blasphemy being one of the worst ones, like what happened to Deborah and all that, whereby somebody's religious tenet, if you say something that should require intent, you have to prove a case beyond a reasonable doubt. So the criminal code should not be practiced at all. But many countries go to war over that. In the UK, they will say, we don't want Sharia, even though they're encroaching in there. Here in the United States, we don't want Sharia law means the criminal aspect of it. That's the only difference. Thank you very much. But I agree what you're saying. It's pretty
thank you very much.
The question. Let me just put the questions on the table and I'll just quit. Under the Sharia law, if you put it side by side with state police, because that is the issue. This issue of Sharia law today came out from the topic of the state police. These are I believe, the key questions we need to ask ourselves. And if we can give ourselves truthful responses to this question, then we will not be self-serving, we will not be deceiving ourselves. One of them is this: the state police, will it eliminate, women? Women are being subjugated in northern Nigeria. Will state police stop that? Is there something that state police will stop or eliminate? This inheritance family law operating under the Sharia law, will state police eliminate or cancel that? I don't see that happening.
See, Mr. Jonathan, you see, I still make mention of systemic, gradually crumping, putting all those things away is a system. You still don't believe it. That's the problem. If we go into a conference now, you will be the one, we are from South, you will be the one against me, the way you are talking. You see, when we are doing things, when we are making laws, like this Muslim, they are very smart. People think they are not smart. They put things on the ground. They know that thing, it's not, it does not take everything immediately. But they know gradually they will move from that stage systematically. They will build it into the hearts of Nigerians and they will take it. But we South, we have a way of arguing against ourselves and upholding every machineries of what the opposition bring forth. We are doing it as if we know too much. That is why we get less answers in everything we do. Now, this state police, as it is, if you set up a state police in every state, the state police has a way of running into the minds of the people, and the people will not believe in it. They will gradually believe in it, they will uphold it, and the Shariaism will mellow down, because as it continues, it will override this, because the people will see the benefit of having a state police that quench insecurity in their land perfectly, if it's well arranged by the state government. But the normal law to bring the state police into the system is brought in by the federal government. Now it's not left for the state to make it work perfectly for the generality of all, because it is one entity, one Nigeria, and state religion will be adopted. So on the premises of no state religion be adopted, that is why I'm taking advantage of that portion of the Constitution, because it's a fundamental issue that can override any section of the Constitution. So that is why I'm taking it from there. I take where I will have an advantage. I don't look at where I will have disadvantage when speaking in a conference where we have all other tribes are speaking from. That is it. Because Nigeria issue cannot be solved within years. It's a systematic process that will override each other and we have a better nation. That is what I'm saying. And if they overstretch what they are doing now, Nigeria is going to break up.
Thank you. Am I still echoing?
A little bit.
A little, but it's better.
It's much better. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I appreciate you all, my people. Everybody, you can mute yourself so that I can speak well. Thank you very much for your time with us today. It was a good discussion, a good hangout, over the state of the nation. I can't wait for the campaign to start, to be honest. I just cannot wait. I want to see what the oppositions will start doing. Since all of them were saying, okay, no, we are not responding because the campaign have not started and all that. So let campaign start and see. Let's see who have the guts to call Tinubu proper names. Yeah, proper names like, yeah, you know what I mean. Who will be able to do that? Or if they are still going to be deceiving themselves and all that. So we'll know. Just less than 2 weeks from now, we'll know all these things. To be honest, I really do hope we can survive it in this 2027. But unfortunately, there's a video that I saw today and I wish I'm going to play tomorrow, and I don't want to talk much about it, but it's a shocking one. It's a shocking one that, but I feel for our principal though. I feel for him because the reason why I feel for Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, you see, this movement, it looks like he's alone. Even though I know he's not alone, but it looks like he's alone. Most of the people surrounding him are not real. Most of them have been bought, but they are still with him, pretentiously with him, like they are with him, but they are not with him. You know, somebody unmuted. Who's that? Our Dream Nation. Salabo. Why do you unmuted?
Sorry. My hand mistakenly. Sorry, sir.
Okay. You know, so to be honest, the only way we can join Peter Obi to shame those hypocrite people surrounding Peter Obi, the name of their with Peter Obi, is for the people to stand with Peter Obi. To be honest, the people. That's all Peter Obi actually needs, in case you don't know. The people. Stand with this man. You know, campaign one start now. Let's see the body heat from everybody. That this is what we want. You know, I want to see that. I want to go to different platforms. I want to go to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Everywhere is hard. Then on ground, the same thing. Everybody, the face. See what the Anglicans or the Catholics, look what they did, the bishops. Now, so for the first time, can we see the traditional rulers do the same thing? Apart from they going to go and be collecting Brian envelope, can we see the traditional rulers coming out to speak truth to power like this? To say, power, whether you like it or not, you are useless. The regime is rubbish. Can they? The Catholic have done it. What about the Christian, the Pentecost? What are they doing? Although Yedipo is talking, surprisingly, he's talking now. Yeah, only that particular EPA will say be the head of all of them. Only that one, not they talk. You know? Someone said, I'm like, anyway, let's continue tomorrow, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much, everyone that came into the panel. Thank you, Mr. Oduwa, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Dream Nation. Thank you, Oga Pansat, Black Panther, Oga Chris. Thank you, my people. Thank you, Madam Emmy. Thank you, Madam Deborah. Thank you, Oga Shimizi, and many others that called in. And those of you that super chatted the platform today, I appreciate you all. Thank you, Oga Sengi Omede, Stephanie Ojek, our Dream Nation, Mr. Labo, thank you. Thank you, Mother Deborah. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you all. Then we have, I don't know, you supported me today. I didn't see it too. You're the singer now. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. God bless you. Then you left this one as well with the message there. Paul should sue Arise TV for giving a man who has no physical address a platform for spewing nonsense. No, I don't think Peter Obi should engage himself on things like that at all. We should focus our energy now on this campaign that is about to start. Peter Obi cannot be suing everybody. Peter Obi is not a troublemaker. You know, we don't need that. That's a huge distraction. Also remember that Arise TV, Peter Obi can also Arise TV. Arise TV favor Peter Obi more than any other channels on the mainstream media. Have that in mind. So yeah, you know, the only thing I will support is that maybe Peter Obi can send his spokesperson to go counter people like that. But I think we'll see more of Peter Obi spokespersons in, you know, from the next 2 weeks when the campaign starts. Because you cannot tell me everywhere will be quiet like this even after campaign does start. We're not going to know who will be our spokesperson. So our spokesperson, get ready, because you are going to be working back to back. That's what the Nigerians will do.
Niger wash.
Yes, my brother.
You spoke concerning the traditional leaders.
Yes.
I think the traditional leaders can apply the same process the bishop, applied.
Yeah,
But they should not go to the press. Because if they go to the press, they can some of them can easily be dethroned.
That's what I'm saying. How are they going to do it then? You tell me.
They will just talk to the president. After they talk to the president, then they go home.
They'll talk to the president privately or where?
No, publicly. So that the president get the business of carrying it.
But you should know that the traditional rulers don't grant press interview anyway, so we should know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so said the ones.
If the press can take their words and turn it anyhow they want, that's their business.
Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, my people. I just want them to speak, to be honest. If they are refusing to speak, the time will come, Nigerians go to stone them. That's all I know to say. Nothing lasts forever. So thank you very much, everyone. God bless you all. My mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for that too. And thank you very much, Abo Azim, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, Madam Peggy Modi, Madam Eugenia, Madam Love Manduka, Madam Stella Maseredo, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Oga Michael and Amaro. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you, EB. Thank you. Donisha, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you right there. Gapansat, I see a comment on the comment section. Anthony Ola, thank you, my people. Oyi Desmond, thank you. God bless you all. I think we should end the show right now. See you guys again later on. Yes, it's already past 12 here. See you guys again later on so we can continue from where we stop. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night and bye for now.
Ayé Tinubu la wà yìí, bàbá lákò ebi. Ayé Tinubu la wà yìí, bàbá lákò ebi. Ebi gba mẹ̀kún nínú ìgboro, ẹ tún pa wá. Òrìṣà bó lè gbèrú ó bá ṣe bí mo ṣe bá mi. Ẹ fẹ́ fi pa wá, ẹ tún pa wá dànù. Òrìṣà bó lè gbèrú ṣe bí mo ṣe bá mi. Àmánéjì nínú ebi, Boko Haram tún pa wá. Àwọn bandit, àwọn lákàrà wa. Ẹ ò rí nǹkan ṣe sí, ẹ wá sọ pé ìṣèjọba. Master of strategy, kílẹ̀ strategize. Díẹ̀díẹ̀, wọ́n ti lọ rìpọ́tù àkáǹtì mi. Facebook àkáǹtì mi. 136 people ni wọ́n follow mi. Nítorí òtítọ́ tí mò ń sọ. Èmi ò ṣe PDP, mi ò ṣe ADC, mi ò ṣe ACC, mi ò ṣe ANTP, mi ò ṣe kankan nínú pàtì yẹ̀yẹ̀. Ìjọba tó máa ṣẹ̀lú dẹ̀rọ lèmi ń fọ́lò. Ẹ̀yin APC kí ló dé tẹ́ lọ rìpọ́ọ̀tù mi. Wọ́n ní kí drop àwọn fídíòs mi ní ò dáhùn. Mo ní ẹ lọ́wọ́ mi ò bújọba, mo kàn sọ nǹkan tójú mi rí. Èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbẹnusọ fáwọn fọ́ọ̀mù àpolongodo. Ẹ̀wọ̀n fọ́lọ̀ mi ni ò jiyàn. Ẹ tún lọ rìpọ́tù àkáǹtì mi. Yẹ́yẹ́. Tí bá ń lọ tán, òtítọ́ mi ò ní parun, mi ò ní dúrọ̀pù ẹ̀, má tún máa sọ náà ni. Títí tí ìlú yìí máa fi dẹ̀rọ̀. Àwa ò ní lọ lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí mo sọ, ojú wa ló máa ṣe, títí tó máa fi dẹ̀rọ̀ pátápátá.